Welcome into Onalaska High School, where we have the game of the week for you as the Hilltoppers host the Central RiverHawks in a top of the MVC battle in terms of heavyweight action. Onalaska comes in 3-0, coming off back-to-back shutouts against Menominee and Holmen. Meanwhile, Central is 1-2. They have come off back-to-back really tough losses. 2 losses by a combined 5 points, including last week when it looked like they had a 2-point conversion but was overturned. The referee said it was not held onto by Aaron Polma, and they lose by 2. So that's where we stand. 3-0 Onalaska, 1-2 Central. Scotty Grant along with me here today. Scotty, we've seen Onalaska a handful of times already this season through the first couple of weeks. What impresses you the most about them?
Their defense. Their defense has been outstanding. You look at the numbers, and they've allowed 4.3 points this year. That's it. That's all they've allowed. In 3 games, 4.3 points in high school football is a crazy number, especially when you expect a lot of mistakes from, kids at this level at this point. But this defense has been so good. Just the speed is just fun to watch, even when you watch these games back on our stream, our YouTube page at ESPN 105.5. The speed of these guys is tremendous, especially at the edges. So we'll have to see if that continues tonight, Aaron, because so far so good for the defense of the Hilltoppers as the offense kind of catches up a little bit to the defense that we saw last week.
On the other side, a Central team that we haven't seen yet, but we know a lot about them. They're 1-2. As I mentioned, the 2 losses these past 2 weeks by a combined 5 points. So a pretty good squad in itself. Maybe the record doesn't say so at this point, but what about them?
A lot of turnovers. That's the one thing that you look at it on paper. Mason Elston has 7 interceptions on the year already. I think he had 5 against Memorial that I can recall. They can't do that against this Onalaska team. The one thing, though, I'll say, Boston Brindley is one of the best all-around players you'll see in this area. He's a great defender, first-team all-conference defensive back last year. Really good kind of a scat back / receiver they like to run out of their formation. That's a guy to watch for Central tonight. That might be a matchup problem for Onalaska, depending on who's on him. So we'll have to see. And the other question, can they run the football? They've done pretty decent. Elston's good on the ground, 19 carries, $123 and a touchdown on the year. And we talk about Brindley. He's had 12 carries for 67 yards and a touchdown. Here's the catch-22, though, Aaron. They lost 8 all-conference players from this roster last year. Of course, the big name's Mason Hurlitsky. He had 4 touchdowns against the Hilltoppers last year in that 36-33 victory that the RiverHawks had against the Hilltoppers in last year's game. So it's a lot of production to make up. We'll have to see if they can do that here tonight.
There we go. Central coming into Onalaska 1-2. Onalaska is 3-0, and they have dominated so far. 2 shutouts in their last 2 weeks. They've allowed just 13 points all season long. That's what we're gearing up to get to. We'll take a break. When we come back here in our Game of the Week coverage, we will hear from both coaches. We'll start with the head coach of the Central RiverHawks and Mitch Olson. That's coming up next. You're listening to the Game of the Week on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too.
Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers with locations in Onalaska, Holmen, and Sparta.
Are you looking for ways to manage your money wherever life takes you? Ultra's online and mobile banking is where it's at. We make managing your accounts on any device easy and secure. So go ahead, transfer funds, send money, deposit checks, or pay bills, all on your schedule. Take the next step and download the Ultra mobile app from the Apple App Store or Google Play. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
Take a swing on a new course. Swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl of Onalaska. Haven't played the course before? Give it a try. See if you're up for the challenging par 36. The well-manicured golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl attracts some of the area's largest league play. After a round of golf, relax on the patio overlooking the course and enjoy a delicious meal and your favorite beverage. Get your golfing buddies together and swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill at the east end of Main Street, Onalaska.
The Prescription Center Pharmacy has moved from La Crosse to West Salem. The Prescription Center is now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16, just across from Linda's Bakery. This compounding pharmacy is able to create medications specifically for you, your family, and your pets. The same great service and staff are still available. The only thing that's changed is the address. Call 608-788-4500 to learn how your compounding pharmacist can help you, your family, and your pets.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region since 1983.
Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction. The customer is always right.
If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
We feel that's our customer. It's our waste. It's our container. It's got to get done. We can do whatever we can to make that happen.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region.
Welcome back into the pregame coverage here on ESPN La Crosse 105.5. We are joined right now by the head coach of the La Crosse Central RiverHawks, Mitch Olson. Mitch, you come into the season 1 and 2. Couple of close games these past couple of weeks, including last week where maybe some controversy was added into it. How do you guys take that and turn that from a negative and use that as a positive for this week?
Well, we've sort of faced a lot of adversity so far, in just a few short weeks of our season. We've got a lot of young guys playing. We've got some guys in positions that they've never played before, and all in all, it's all just been a good learning experience. Learning experiences are tougher when they come in forms of a loss, but they have been good experiences for us.
On the quarterback side of things for you guys, a couple of weeks ago against Eau Claire Memorial, struggled to throw the ball, struggled with turnovers, interceptions. Mason Elson's is a really good athlete for you guys. He's capable of throwing the ball. He's really capable of running the ball as well. So you have a nice dual threat quarterback there. How do you get him going more on the passing side of things the rest of the year?
Yeah, and he'll get stuff figured out. We've struggled a little bit to keep him upright. We're asking him to do a lot of different things right now. But we know that he's going to get there, and it's just a matter of time.
What about his health coming into the game? I know he got banged up a little bit last week. You guys had to go to a couple of different quarterbacks. You tried some Wildcat stuff as well. What's that going to look like this week?
Yeah, well, he's going to be questionable going into Friday. So we'll just have to sort of evaluate where he's at when that time comes.
With your running game, would you like to be able to get that going a little bit, maybe to help open up the pass game? I know you've actually had some pretty good success on the ground this year, but obviously in high school, running the ball is a big key to opening up the offense.
Yeah. Anytime you're able to establish the line of scrimmage, it's going to open more stuff up, and it'll be easier to get guys the balls in space, which is really what we're trying to do on our offense.
Coming into this week, you take on a really tough Onalaska squad who is really hitting their peak early on in the season, it seems like. The last 2 weeks they have pitch shutouts. How do you go into this week looking at that defense and trying to figure out a way to attack it?
Yeah. Well, they're really good. It's the most talented team that we've seen up to this point in the season, probably the most talented team in our conference, and then, in all of their division too. So we've got our work cut out for us. We're focusing on what we can improve, and playing clean football and executing the way that we're capable of. If we don't do that against Onalaska, it's not going to be good.
And then for their offensive side, the Hilltoppers, they can do a variety of things as well. They can go deep, they can run the ball, but also they have a big-time X factor with Nicky Odom on the outside. They like to do a lot of gadget-type stuff with him just to get the ball in his hands. He's a difficult cover. How are you going to be able to figure that one out on your defensive side?
Well, they've got so many different ways that they can beat you, but first and foremost, you always need to know where Nicky Odom is at on the field, have a plan in place for taking care of him. You know, they've got a number of running backs that have been running well for them. The Skipton kid is a really talented quarterback, and they've got a number of different receivers that, you know, are really good too. So there's a lot of different things that they can do. We just need to focus on being sound and making plays when they're there to be made.
How about the health of the rest of your team, maybe outside of that quarterback spot? How do you look through the first few weeks?
You know, we've got a lot of young guys playing, due in part to there's some talented young guys that we need to find a spot for on the field, and also due to the fact that we've lost a couple guys. So, but you got to grow up fast, and you know, that's kind of what we're experiencing right now. We're really happy with the progress that those guys are making, and we just need to try to continue to build upon it.
When you take on an interestingly tough opponent, they can do so much on both sides of the ball in Onalaska. Is it maybe a positive thing that you're playing some younger guys? Maybe they don't know any better. Maybe they go into it and just say, hey, we can, you know, we're just as good as these guys. Maybe they don't take in any of that outside noise.
Yeah, you know, maybe I should have taken that into consideration with, you know, the fact that we are playing some young guys and look at it from that point of view. But, you know, Onalaska's just, they're really good. And we first and foremost need to take care of, you know, what we do, and then just let the chips fall where they may. We know that we'll have to play at a very high level if we're going to be in this football game.
All right, Coach, how about a couple of keys for a RiverHawk victory tonight?
We've got to win the turnover battle, and we've got to get off the field on third down.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time here today, and good luck tonight against a really good Onalaska squad.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That was the head coach of the Central RiverHawks, Mitch Olson, as he gets ready to lead his team in the battle against the undefeated Onalaska Hilltoppers. Will your furnace make it through another heating season? Now is the time to upgrade to an Armstrong air system from Rish Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Call them at 786-2676, Rish Heating and Air Conditioning. We'll take another break here on our pregame coverage of our game of the week on ESPN La Crosse 105.5. When we come back, we'll take a listen in to the head coach of the Hilltoppers,
All right.
Tom Yashinsky. That's coming up next.
Did you wake up in a cold house last winter? Don't let that happen again this year. Hey, it's Kirsten from G&T Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Did you know that we service any brand of heating system? Whether you have a boiler, heat pump, oil, or gas furnace, the list goes on. Give us a call to make sure that yours is running up to par before the cold winter hits. Mention this ad while scheduling and get $10 off your next service. Call us at 786-1140. You won't be disappointed. Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. It's the place to meet your friends before and after sporting events.
Dave Hunt here. We pride ourselves on being a family establishment. Hunter's Last Chance is a place you can bring the whole family before the game, after the game, or anytime. Enjoy our delicious burgers, sandwiches, and pizzas.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. Stop in for their made-from-scratch daily lunch specials. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, serving up the best burgers around downtown West Salem. 3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in three things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3in1construction.net. Contact 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office downtown West Salem.
S-C-S-C-O-R-E, score! It's exhilarating when the home team scores. And you'll feel like you scored too when you do business with Allied Cooperative. Whether you need propane or fuel, fertilizer or seed, tires, auto parts, hardware, or more, Allied Cooperative has the products you need with the service you can trust, all close to home. Allied Cooperative is a great place to work and a great place to do business. Allied Cooperative. Now that's something to cheer about.
Welcome back into our Game of the Week pregame coverage here on ESPN La Crosse 105.5. Right now we're joined by the head coach of the Onalaska Hilltoppers, Tom Yashinsky. Tom, let's start with last week's game against Holmen. Obviously they're a little down this year compared to previous years, but nonetheless a really big win for you guys last week.
It was an important one. I think it was really important that we came back after that Menominee game and played another solid game. Sometimes you can have a letdown when you have a really big game like that, and our kids knew that Menominee game was a big one. But there was no letdown, and I think that's the most important part of that is that kids didn't take anything for granted. They continued to work hard.
How I know it's a rivalry for you guys, so was it a little maybe easier to get up for that game, and did it maybe feel a little bit better after the game? Like, hey, we just beat our rival pretty handily.
Yeah, I mean, it always feels good when you get a win over a rival, and it always feels good when you win in that fashion. But I don't know how much we need to worry about our kids having to get up for games this year. I really do think that they play with a chip on their shoulder, and that they really are a focus group. And we talk every week about making sure we don't overlook anybody and things like that. But they're a focus group that really wants to prove how good they are. So I don't know if it might not be that hard to keep them grounded this year.
How about the balance that you guys showed in that game last week? It seemed like your offense was clicking pretty well, especially early on. The defense did its job again, a pick six, and your special teams as well with the block punt for a touchdown. Really good balance last week.
Yeah, and we didn't really have that many yards because of the short fields on the special team stuff, and then a stop on fourth down, but our defense really set the tone early. We scored in the first drive of the game, and then defense went 3-and-out, 3 consecutive drives, and actually 4 consecutive drives, and 2 of those ended up with either short fields or defensive touchdowns. So it really was a pretty balanced effort by all 3 phases of the game. Kickoffs had 2 touchbacks. We covered kicks really well. We almost returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown. So we're really proud of the way we played as a collective group, and it's something that we just need to continue to build off of.
How about your game this week against Central? Obviously, you know them well as you get into the conference schedule. They're 1-2, but a couple of really close losses the past couple of weeks, so they're definitely going to be better than the record says so far.
Yeah, they're a tough opponent. They have some really good players, and they've played close games, so we know that. But and they've gotten really good on defense here over the past couple of years with Coach Olson leading the show. So for us, it's just staying focused on defending their athletes. Fortunately, they run an offense that's a little bit similar to ours, so we can, it's easier practice-wise and whatnot. And defensively, we're going to just get guys going, and then hopefully we can get after them.
How do you prepare for a team that might have a quarterback problem right now with injuries at least? You don't know if Mason Elston is going to play. They showed some Wildcat last week as well. How do you prepare for that?
A team is who they are, in terms of there's only so much you can do in a week. It's not like they're going to completely reinvent their offense. He's going to be back at some point this year, so they're not going to completely retool everything. But they're going to run their zone and their gap scheme stuff, and they'll throw the same route concepts. And you might have to defend the quarterback run a little bit more if they got Boston Brindley playing quarterback than we otherwise would. But we're a pretty fast defense, so I think we can adjust to those types of things and keep them on edge.
How about their turnover issues at times this year? They had a game with 5 interceptions. They've turned the ball over a lot. Is that something that on the defensive side you try to key in on and say, let's go get ourselves a big turnover, or do you let that come to you? You do your job and say the turnovers will come?
You have to do your job. I mean, you can't depend on a team to turn the ball over. That's not good defense. But if you do what you're coached to do, you're going to find yourself in a spot, hopefully, to make a play or two. We've gotten a couple turnovers each game. We've gotten an interception in each game. So it's really just about being in the right place and, if you do that enough times, eventually one gets thrown to you, or you're able to scoop and score one, or whatever it might be.
All right, Tom, how about a couple of keys for a Hilltopper victory again this week?
Defense just has to keep playing really solid. Offensive line, if we protect well, I think we can throw the ball a little bit. And then finishing our blocks and allowing Brady Kuhn and Cornell Banks to find some holes again.
All right, Tom, thanks for your time once again, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Get on the road, on the water, or off the beaten path with a vehicle loan from Ultra. Enjoy low rates, flexible terms, and no payments for 90 days. Whether it's a car, truck, RV, boat, or motorcycle, we'll put you in the driver's seat with a monthly payment that fits your budget. It's go time. Take the next step and apply now. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona. Helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome back into Onalaska High School. Ready for kickoff here as Onalaska will kick off from right to left. And the kick will be squibbed over and fair caught right at the 29-yard line. That's where Central will take over. Aaron Morris along with you. Scotty Gran with me as well. Jeff McCramer here tonight in our Game of the Week coverage here on ESPN La Crosse 105.5. And Scotty's right away, what does Central have to do on the offensive side to get some success against this outstanding defense?
Well, they need to try to run the football, and they've had some success early in the season. So we'll have to see if they can do that on the onset. Onalaska, though, has done a really good job on defense so far this season. Again, only allowing 4.3 points a game this year.
They will start at exactly their own 30. Quarterback takes a snap, hands it off left side around the edge. A little bit of a bounce that time for Gavin Shepard. It'll be about 5 yards on the carry. Interesting, Mason Elston will not be the quarterback here tonight. Their starter, a little bit banged up. Thought he was going to go about midweek, but unable to go. So it'll be, looks like Jude Alvarado back there.
Interesting. I thought they'd go with Peyton Stripmatter.
Alvarado will keep it himself. A little quarterback draw, and there's not much there that time. Maybe a yard for Alvarado. And it'll be 3rd and 4 here.
Sam Pica on the edge doing a good job disrupting that right away for Alvarado. However, Central been doing a good job so far moving the football here, Aaron, early.
This is the 4th different quarterback Central's used in the last 2 weeks. Here's Alvarado, fakes a handoff. He'll throw it deep down the left sideline. Got a man, but overthrew him by a yard or two. He was looking for Henry Meyer, and it's likely a 3 and out here for Central.
Yeah, that pass a little hot coming out of Alvarado's hand. Saw him warming up, Aaron, and kind of wondered if maybe he was going to play. He was doing some drills with the receiver. He has a good release. Again, though, that one just a little hot. Meyer, a good-sized target to get it to, just overthrew him.
So they will go into a punt formation here. And it's a rugby-style punt for Alvarado. Spiraling kick on its end. It's caught by Nicky Odom. He's got some room up the left sideline. Couple of blocks. He'll get outside and pushed out of bounds just shy of midfield. Not a very good idea, I don't think, to kick it to that man in some space.
But they did. But they did a pretty good job that time getting down the field. They didn't give him a lot of room to work. But when Nicky Odom gets the ball in his hands, everybody's watching. That is for sure.
It gets up to the 48. That's where Onalaska will start their first possession. Adam Skifton in the shotgun. He's got a fullback, Sam Pica, ahead of him with Kuhn to his left. Storer and Pica go in motion to the right. They're going to turn, hand it off to Kuhn, and plays broken up in the backfield right away. First one in there is Neil Kleinertz. Maybe one, and they're going to mark nothing on the play for Brady Kuhn.
Yeah, good penetration by the RiverHawks defense. And again, another guy in there, number 77, which is Trayvon Thompson, 6'2", 325 pounds. Man, I tell you, he got in there immediately as well. That is a big guy right there.
So it's Skifton in the shotgun, Kuhn to his right. He'll turn right away and throw over to the left. It's a jump ball, and it'll be Evan Anderson with the catch. Really nice coverage by Ryan Titcomb out on the outside, but Anderson just went up and got it. That was a true 50-50 ball. Dangerous throw.
Yeah, dangerous throw, but a good catch by Anderson. And again, that size at 6'4", you want to utilize that.
Third and 6 now. Skifton will look to throw right side this time, deep down the middle of the seam. He's got Nicky Odom and overthrew him. Threw it on his right shoulder. Odom wanted it inside. He tried diving for it, but off the hands and incomplete. Fourth down.
Location on that ball was off. There's no question about it. Odom had his guy beat. Good double move. Kind of an in-and-out slant route, then turned it into a skinny post, and they got a touchdown there, Aaron. That was a missed throw by Adam Skifton on that play.
Yeah, he throws it to the inside. It's a touchdown, and a long touchdown at that. Looks like they're going to go for it on fourth down. Skifton will roll out to the right, looking. Now far right in the middle of the field. He's got a man open. That's Brody Mitchell for the first down.
Yeah, good job by Mitchell. Soft spot in the zone. An even better job by Adam Skifton rolling out and locating his target. And again, they run those seam routes to open up that middle of the field. Good catch by Mitchell. First down, Hilltoppers.
So a gain of 11 for the first down. First down here. Skifton will hand it off up the middle. Gain of about 3 for Brady Kuhn. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, just a simple trap that time, and Central doing it.
Proved as the season has gone along, that's for sure. Coach Yashinsky very happy with that. Here's Odom on a little touch pass. He's going to cut it back inside. Now back outside. Good vision by Odom, and he will be tackled out of bounds, crossing the 30 up to about the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of, looks like 10 for Odom.
Yeah, they love to run that toss, little toss pass to Nicky, and you can see why. His vision, quickness, gets around the edge. Good blocking by the receivers. Evan Anderson, a good setup on the outside. I thought Nicky might try to cut that back inside too, Aaron, because he had some open grass, but good job by Central to keep the edges.
It'll go for 9. It's 1st and 10. Skifton will turn, hand it off up the middle. Kuhn breaks a couple of tackles, plows over a man, and crosses into the red zone right at the 20-yard line for Brady Kuhn. It's a gain of 6.
Yeah, that time they used they used that toss pass and countered it into a trap for Kuhn. Goes right behind Alex Hellickson there and gets a pretty good gainer right off the bat here on first down, making it a very, very easy second down conversion maybe for the Hilltoppers.
2nd and 4. Same formation. They're sending motion. Odom left to right. They're going to hand it off to Kuhn. Makes a jump cut right and will cross the 15 and a first down for Brady Kuhn. A gain of 5. 3 first downs on the drive for Onalaska. One of those right away coming on a fourth down.
But it's a first down for the Hilltoppers at the 15.
15 yards from an opening drive touchdown for Onalaska. Skifton with Kuhn on his left and Pika as the fullback. He's going to turn. He's going to look left after the handoff. Looking for Storer, in and out of the hands. He caught it in into the end zone. Touchdown. Ben Storer bobbled it initially, but then regained possession about the 1 and walked in for the touchdown. 15-yard pass from Skifton to Storer.
Great pass by Skifton. Good protection. Storer with a great catch. He had to reach out for that one, Aaron, and a really good coverage by Central there. And a good touchdown catch for the Hilltoppers as they get out to an early start.
6-0 Onalaska leads. They'll bring on Mallory Magan for the extra point. Her kick is up and straight through into the Onalaska student section. It's 7-0 here with 7:32 remaining in this first quarter. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Game of the Week on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Autumn is in the air. A reminder that the heating season will be here sooner than you think. It's time to start thinking about your furnace. Call Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, your Armstrong Air dealer, and schedule your furnace maintenance checkup. Rish will make sure your furnace is running at peak efficiency, saving you money on your energy bill. Need a new furnace? Now's the time to upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, smooth, and reliable Armstrong Air system. Get ready for the heating season with a call to your Armstrong Air dealer. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Call them at 786-2676.
Due to recent storms, your house and other buildings on your property may have been severely damaged. Now you need a new roof and siding. Choose CertainTeed Landmark Series shingles from your local CertainTeed roofing and siding dealer, Contractor Supply of West Salem. CertainTeed offers the widest variety of designs and color options, and every CertainTeed product is backed by the manufacturer's warranty for your peace of mind. Choose CertainTeed, the highest quality roofing systems. Call or stop in for a free estimate at Contractor Supply, your partner in building excellence on County Highway B, West Salem.
A dive and scrum for the ball right about the 35, but I believe Central jumped back on top of it. And they will take over at about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, almost a mistake for Central, and Onalaska right now has to be happy with that last drive, Aaron. They really were methodical how they handled the football, and a great touchdown at the end of it. Central's got to answer here, I think, if they want to stay in this one. I think this is a very critical drive here.
Yeah, you can't let this Onalaska defense be able to tee off later in the game. They're going to hand it off up the middle. And again, Onalaska is all over that one. A handful of Hilltoppers in. There's Stewart, there's Summerfield, also Batista in on the tackle.
Yeah, Batista's having a great year playing that nose guard position. And, again, it's the quickness. He's not the biggest guy, but, man, his hand speed and how he gets underneath defenders is impressive.
We also have a quarterback change for Central as Peyton Stripmatter is in the game.
I kind of wondered.
Thought would have started the game.
He played well last week, 3 for 5. He had a touchdown, and he looked very good from the film that I watched.
Stripmatter, a little high snap. He's going to throw down the left sideline again, looking for Meyer, and he had it in and out of the hands, incomplete. On the coverage that time was Cy Smith.
Yeah, Cy
Meyer
Smith
had it.
Yeah, he did. And step for step, Cy Smith right there, and a good ball thrown that time, right off the bat by Stripmatter, and even better play by Cy Smith.
He's had a couple of really good weeks after maybe an up and down week one. He's really bounced back.
He has, and you know, sometimes he makes those mental errors, but if he gets those cleaned up, he's a good athlete. He just needs to stay clean. That's his biggest issue.
3rd and 10 for Central. Trying to avoid another 3 and out. Stripmatter will screen over on the right side into the flat. He's got his receiver, Mario Nerudin, but not much going there. Maybe 3 on the catch. It'll be 4th and 7. On comes the punt unit.
Yeah, good job that time by Sam Pika. Just stays on the edge and made a good play. They tried to run kind of a bubble/wide receiver screen, the RiverHawks did. And again, it's that Onalaska speed. I mean, they can cover a stretch of field pretty quick, and that's an example right there of the ability. Do they kick it to Odom again?
I wouldn't advise that. Another rugby punt. This one much better. His spiral drives Odom back. He'll catch on the back step, but he'll go around right side. He's got a lot of room in the open field. He's got some space. They're going to throw a flag for a block in the back. Not sure it's the greatest of calls. Might have.
It was a good call.
I don't know. Might have got in front of that shoulder.
Right over here. It
might have got in front of that shoulder.
It's just one of those things now in high school football
one of those you just don't do.
That if they see any type of, I guess, danger to the student athlete, they're going to throw the flag. That's pretty much where it's at now with those block in the back calls.
Block in the back will go on Casey Barth.
Yeah, and that's kind of one of those things that, you know, you get one of your playmakers with the football in his hands, and you have a penalty like that to back you up when you had good field position, you know, and you kind of have the momentum right now in this football game.
Especially with Odom back there. He's a guy that can get around guys pretty easily with that speed. Maybe an unnecessary attempt to block there from Barth.
It looked like he was ahead of the play, too, Nicky. You know, it didn't look like there was going to be a clear-cut attempt at a tackle for the RiverHawks on special teams.
Onalaska's going to start at their own 22 now. Just under 6 minutes remaining. Skipton will drop back, throw deep down the right sideline. A step is on Matty Burnett. Caught on the sideline. Was he in bounds? No, he was not. Incomplete. He caught the ball. They're going to say his foot was not in bounds.
There is a flag on the play, though, so I wonder if there's going to be an interference call here.
Another great ball by Skifton, though.
It was a good ball. I mean, he had that one ball to Odom early in the game, but after that, he's looked very good.
And the indication is offensive pass interference.
Ooh,
really?
Offensive pass interference. It's going to go against Burnett. So it'll be half the distance to the goal here.
Yeah, they were stride for stride. I didn't really see a push-off. And Matty Burnett's got his arms up, too, wondering why they called him. It looked like they were both getting after each other pretty good out there.
Unless there was maybe a grab a pole somewhere that we just didn't see. Here's Odom in motion. Touch pass to him along this left sideline, trying to bounce it outside. He will, but really nice pursuit that time by Ryan Titcomb. Holds him down about the 22.
Yeah, good pursuit by Central. Showing they got some athletes on defense that can stick with Onalaska.
They're going to say that he was out of bounds about the 17-yard line, 18-yard line.
8 maybe. Second down and 13.
Here's Skifton. He'll roll out to the right this time on second down, and he will be brought down and sacked in the backfield. Antoine Hardy brings him down.
Yeah, good job by Hardy just to kind of stay on the edge and pursue Skifton, who was looking again for that simple kind of button hook in between the zone. Good coverage by the RiverHawks down the field. And now got Onalaska in a predicament we haven't seen too often this year, 3rd and long.
Yeah, 3rd and about 17 here at their own 15.
3rd and 17.
Skifton in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Coons on his left. Looks left. Now he's going to cross the middle. Got the seam open. There's a catch is made. Brody Mitchell again. Takes a big hit down at the 45. Gain of 30 on the play.
What a great ball by Adam Skifton. Right in the seam where only Mitchell could catch the football. A great catch by Brody. First down, Hilltoppers. And when you thought Onalaska looked like it was a kind of a dire stretch, they make a huge play to answer.
Right up the seam. Mitchell took a hit, too, on that one.
He's a football kid. He'll be fine.
They'll send Stewart and Pika in motion left to right. Now they're going to hand off to Kuhn going to the right. Breaks a tackle in the backfield. But then a couple of other RiverHawks come in and take him down for a loss. In there's Ashton Paff as well as Antoine Hardy. It's a loss of 1 for Brady Kuhn.
Yeah, Brody's dad, TJ, was one of my coaches at Bangor. So that's how I kind of said, he's a football kid. He'll be fine. Because that's what his dad used to say to me. Get up, Gran.
Pass it down.
You're fine, Gran.
Right.
Get up.
Second and 11, second and 12 here.
I think it was the most the coach ever talked to me, too.
Odom's in motion left to right. They're going to go with the slant instead, and it's behind Burnett. Miscommunication there. Burnett went a slant and then back out. Skifton threw the slant, but maybe threw it behind him, got lucky that time.
Throwing at Boston Brindley, too. Has 4 interceptions on the season already. And I tell you, he had a beat on that. If he was a second quicker, we might be going the other way with that football. That was a good read.
He had 3 in the game against Memorial when Elston was the quarterback. He threw 5. Memorial quarterback threw 4. Brindley had 3 of them.
Brindley might be the best corner in this area, and I don't even think it's close sometimes when you watch him. I mean, he's just got a good sense of where the ball's going to be. You can't teach that. His technique is great. His feet are fantastic. I mean, Onalaska's lucky he didn't take that. They're very lucky.
3rd and 12 now. Skifton looking, rolling out left. Being chased down by Hardy, and Hardy's going to get him again. A sack for Antoine Hardy, his 2nd of the game. Down at the 40, a loss of 3, and it's 4th down and punting time for Onalaska, something we really haven't said all too often.
Yeah, no, we haven't, but Hardy's played a really great first half, obviously with 2 sacks already in this game. And, Central came in, and they've done pretty well on defense themselves, so I think that's their stronger point of the ball is the athletes they have on defense, and some confusion special teams wise for Onalaska here.
Well, they don't have to bring that punt team out too often.
No, they don't.
They don't know necessarily who's on it.
It's a really good point.
Back to punt is Brady Kuhn. And he will get it away quickly. High spiraling punt, short. And it's going to bounce straight up in the air. And it will be down at about the 38-yard line for Central. That's where they will begin their possession. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. Affordable family bar serving delicious pizzas, burgers, and sandwiches. Stop in and see Dave and Brady before or after the game at Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. So it's a punt for Onalaska. Central will start at their 38.
Man, you wish your color guy kept stats to know how many times they punted this year. I couldn't tell you.
I believe, well, I can't tell you, I don't remember week 1, but 3 times against Menominee, all in the second half. Otherwise, none that I know of as the handoff goes up the middle, maybe a gain of 2 that time. On the carry was Shepard.
We'll give that tackle to
Yeah, Shepard hasn't. That's the thing. You look at the stat sheet for the RiverHawks. They give the ball to 4 different backs.
Right.
So you really don't know, from set to set who's going to get the football. And I think, is Alvarado back in at quarterback? I believe he is from what I can see.
Alvarado is back in, so a 2-quarterback system this week for Central. It seems like high snap, quarterback option. He's going to keep it himself up the middle. Decent gain will make it a little more manageable here on about 3rd down and 5 for the RiverHawks.
John Nickram doing a good job on that back end on Alvarado. Bolstead there too on the left side. Both ends though collapsing pretty quick.
3rd down and 4.
Right now, Central's offensive line's done a really good job against this Onalaska defense.
3rd and 5. Alvarado with a man out left and 2 right. He'll throw to the man out left. Another deep ball down the left sideline, and it is caught. Henry.
There's a flag on the play.
We'll see what this penalty is. It is a defensive pass interference on Maddie Burnett. Declined. And a 1st down, the first of the game for Central. That's the 3rd time they've gone to that play.
Yeah, they have. And, we talked about it. If there's one thing that Onalaska has some issues with, it's in that secondary. And it's not for lack of playmakers. It's just that's where you're going to get them if you're going to get them, especially if there's no pass rush. Right now, Central's doing a really good job.
Another pass interference call on this play. Again on Maddie Burnett. They went to the same play on back-to-back plays.
Yeah, they almost ran like a coffin corner route that time to the end zone, and it looked like Maddie did, grab that inside shoulder pad a little bit and try to twist. Not going to get away with
10. They will. So 1st and goal at the 10 for Central.
5-yard penalty, a 10-yard penalty. And it's 1st and 10 from just outside the 10-yard line.
Oh, they're going to give them 1st and 10 here. So not 1st and goal. They can get it about the inch line. They're going to hand it off the middle. Shepard and taken down from behind. Aiden Summerfield all the way from the right side. Takes a tackle on the left side. And it's a loss of 1.
Really good job by Summerfield to read and collapse on that play. Nobody accounted for him on that left side and made that pretty simple to kind of find the back and bring him down in the backfield.
Second and 10.
Here's Alvarado again in the shotgun, trips out right. They're going to move to the left. They're going to reverse handoff and really nice play. John Nickram read it like a book.
Man, John Nickram right there just made that look simple. And what didn't he do? He stayed in his area. He didn't over-pursue, waited for the play to develop, and made a great tackle on that end-around play.
There's a loss on the play of 8
So
yards.
a big loss. It went to Boston Brindley. Loss of, looks like, going to be about 7 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and long. 30 seconds remaining in the half. 3rd and 18 from the 18. Alvarado, quick throw, slant over to Meyer. He'll make the grab inside the 10, back to about the 8.
Henry Meyer with the reception.
It'll be now 4th and
Tackled short of the 5 on the
to
8-yard
go,
line.
basically.
4th and I think goal.
They take the first down markers down, or are
Yeah,
they still
it's
up there?
4th and goal right now.
4th and
because they were within the 7-yard line, and then they got those couple losses.
So it'll be 4th and goal from the 9 when we restart here after quarter number 1. It's 7-0. Onalaska leads, but Central's threatening. 4th down coming up right after this on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region since 1983.
Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction. The customer is always right.
If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
We feel that's our customer. It's our waste. It's our container. It's got to get done. We can do whatever we can to make that happen.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region.
Have you been looking for a checking account that fits your lifestyle? With a checking account from Ultra, enjoy better rates, contactless debit cards, and online and mobile banking that makes your account as on the go as you are. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, no surprises. Take the next step and open your checking account online today, or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
Allied Cooperative, your championship team for agronomy, feed, propane, tires, grain, refined fuels, hardware, auto parts, and convenience store. Diversity, power, and customer service you'd expect from your championship team, Allied Cooperative. 4th and goal from the 9 for Central to start the second quarter. Dropping back, Strittmeyer, he's hit as he throws. A diving catch is made, but it's short of the end zone. I believe there'll be a turnover on downs.
Yep.
It will be.
The ball out of the hand wasn't where it needed to be. It was outside of the end zone. Meyer had to redirect his body to go for the football, and he was outside of the end zone when he caught it. So Onalaska's defense comes away with one there, Aaron.
I believe Strittmatter came back into the game to make that throw, too, as they made the change mid-drive. Onalaska takes over at their own 2. Skifton's in the shotgun in the end zone. He'll turn, hand it off to Kuhn. He's got some room. Cuts back up the middle, breaks a tackle, dragging a man around the shoulder pads. Gets up to about the 10. Gain of 8 for Brady Kuhn.
Yeah, good gain on first down right behind Big Sean Evans and Ben Bossman on the right side. Kuhn's deceptively strong. Puts his shoulder down, gets a couple extra yards there.
2nd and 4, or 2nd and 2 rather, I should say. Skifton in the shotgun again. We'll send Odom in motion from left to right. They're going to hand it off up the middle instead to Brady Kuhn. He'll gain 1, maybe nothing on the play even. Good pursuit that time by a handful of RiverHawks in there. Looks like Ashton Paff was in there. And Mario Nerudin in there as well.
Yeah, Nerudin doing a good job reading that right away. And again, we talked about it. Central got some pretty good defenders. I think that's a strong point of their team is their defense. And right now they're giving Onalaska all they can handle.
We got a flag pre-snap. And a false start. I believe they might have called it on the center or maybe on one of those guards, maybe picked up his hand. So 5-yard penalty. We'll bring them back, and it'll be 3rd and 7 now. So Skifton will take the snap again from around his end zone, right on the line of the end zone, with Kuhn to his left. He's looking right. He'll get Odom in the flat, crosses the 10. He'll make a juke move on the outside. He'll pick up the first down. That athleticism really paid off that time. Caught it just shy of the sticks. Picked up enough. First down, Hilltoppers.
Yeah, that wasn't designed at all. I mean, that was just a quick throw right on the outside. They gave Odom a lot of room. And again, what I like what they do with the receivers, they stretch the field with a couple of them, leave the flat open. That baits the safeties off, makes the linebacker commit to one way or the other, and that's what leaves Odom wide open on that right hash.
Goes as 11 for Odom in the first down. Skifton will move Kuhn to his right. Odom will go in motion right to left. They're going to fake left. Now they're going to look for Burnett. Nowhere to go for Skipton. He's going to roll out, looking. Now Burnett finds his way open. He'll make the catcher on the 30. Breaking down. Now he'll move forward and be tackled down by 3 RiverHawks. But Matty Burnett that time moving with his quarterback as he's scrambling to the outside.
Good job by Burnett to break the route off and come back to Skifton. And Skifton right there showing the arm strength that he has, because he threw that in motion off his back foot, and he got it to Matty Burnett for another Hilltopper first down.
Gain of 16 for Burnett. Their first down and 10. Brady Kuhn will get the handoff, working that left side, trying to find somewhere to go. This RiverHawk run defense has been outstanding so far.
Yeah, they've been great. And, you know, that was kind of the strong thing that you saw with them the last couple weeks, is that, you know, they can close quickly on runners. That's not the issue. The issue is with the RiverHawks sustaining that. If there's a team that can really give them, you know, time on the field to tire them out.
Same formation, Kuhn on the left. Skifton will hand it off to Kuhn. He'll try the right side this time, and nothing. First one in there, trying to figure out who to, well, go figure. It's Antoine Hardy in on the tackle.
Yeah, Hardy's had a great first half, and definitely been the standout on defense for the RiverHawks here early in this one.
Antoine Hardy with the tackle.
So it'll be 3rd and 9 now with 9 minutes remaining here in this second quarter. Skifton will roll out to the right. He's looking. Now we'll fire over to Odom. I think the ball is deflected.
Yeah, it's tipped.
And incomplete, shy of Odom's feet. It'll be 4th down and 9, and Onalaska will probably punt for back-to-back possessions this time.
Yeah, we haven't really seen that much this season, that's for sure. Menominee, they had, like you said, a couple stretches, Aaron, but overall very consistent. Central's defense has definitely shown the ability to get into the pocket and disrupt Skifton early in this game. And, man, I tell you, we haven't seen that in a couple weeks, obviously, but, again, there's still some concerns with that interior of that Onalaska offensive line.
We'll get a flag pre-snap, a couple of them. I believe it's going to go against Onalaska. It is.
Procedure.
Are lined up the wrong way. 5-yard penalty. It'll move them even farther back.
That's got to be driving Coach Yash nuts.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's the 3rd penalty for illegal procedure, I think, in this game so far.
4th and 14.
So 4th and 14 now. Kuhn will receive the snap and punt it away. Good punt. Spiraling end over end and caught on a fair catch by Jude Alvarado at about the 33-yard line. That is where Central will take over.
Is thrown behind the line of scrimmage.
Another penalty.
Holding on Onalaska.
Wow, this is not going well for Onalaska right now. They're going to enforce it after the play, I believe.
That's, I think that's what we would both do if we
Right.
were in that circumstance. I wouldn't make them re-kick it. I'd just take the yards and have better field position.
We'll see. They haven't made movement yet.
Unless you have Nicky Odom, then maybe I'd consider it.
It's declined, and Central takes the ball where they made the fair catch. Which is the
So they are declining the hold.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Maybe you do have to re-kick on a hold in high school football. I didn't think you had to.
I feel like you'd maybe want to do it then, make them re-kick. But Central will start at their own 33 again. It's been about their median starting position so far. They've started at the 30, 34, 38, and now 33. High snap, Alvarado bobbles, it's loose, and he got back on it. Oh, who was that in the backfield right away for Onalaska was Joshua Quadros. The ball was at his feet, but he didn't see it. Alvarado picks it back up.
Yeah, Quadros coming in for Batista on a breather, and like you said, he just missed the football, but another backwards play for Central. They've had a few of those in these last couple stints on offense.
So it'll be 2nd and 12 now. And like we saw Holman last week, you get behind the sticks, good luck against this defense.
Yeah, there's a lot of speed.
2nd and 12. Showing blitz up the middle, Storer and Pika. They're going to hand an end around to Boston Brindley. Gets around the outside, crosses the 30.
I was going to say, that had to be a hold. They got it.
And a hold. Aiden Summerfield, I believe, is the one who was there who got held. He had good pursuit.
Yeah, it's going to be on Gavin Shepard. number 23.
So that penalty is 10 yards from that 29-yard line. So be at the 10-yard penalty for Central, their first of the night.
You got to be careful here in this area, too, if you're Central. You don't want to have a costly turnover and give Onalaska good field position. We'll see if they try to stay safe here or go for the big one.
2nd and 24, Alvarado. Fake screen. Now he'll throw it down the right sideline again, looking, and incomplete. Evan Anderson run over by Henry Meyer, who was trying to go get the football.
Yeah, that
Anderson just took a charge like he was playing basketball.
Pretty much, and the ball was not on target. It was overthrown for sure. And Meyer, trying to go for the football, trying to maybe get the ref to throw a flag for another defensive PI, but good job by Anderson.
And it is 3rd down and 24.
3rd and 24, and most likely a down where you take your lumps, you run the ball and call it good, punt it away. Nothing but negatives here so far on the drive for Central. Alvarado in the shotgun, Shepard to his right. He's looking again for the right. This time he'll go seam, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Cy Smith. Ball was not where it needed to be. Wide receiver not on the same page, and Cy Smith takes it away.
Yeah, that's kind of the danger part, playing with different quarterbacks, because obviously you can see Alvarado hasn't had a ton of time there because that ball wasn't where it needed to be. Threw it right into the middle of the Onalaska defense. Easy pick for Cy Smith. That's why I'm really questioning, Aaron, why we're not seeing Peyton Stripmatter out there permanently, because he looked pretty good last week. I know he's a junior, but.
Skifton will take the shotgun snap. He's looking and overthrows his man, Brody Mitchell. It'll be 2nd down and 10 here. Yeah, as you said, 2 quarterbacks, it can work sometimes, but
it can. But
there's the saying, too, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have one.
The communication's different, though. You have different communication, different skill set. I mean, you got to play to the strength of the quarterback, and I don't know, that ball didn't look like it was where it was supposed to go, or there was a miscommunication on a route. That's very possible. Hard to say, but that's a big mistake by Central.
Another whistle pre-snap. Timeout Central. We'll take it with him. 7-0. Onalaska leads here with 7:33 remaining in this first half. You're listening to the Game of the Week on ESPN La Crosse, 105.5.
3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in 3 things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3in1construction.net. Contact 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office downtown West Salem.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region since 1983.
Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction. The customer is always right.
If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
We feel that's our customer. It's our waste. It's our container. It's got to get done. We can do whatever we can to make that happen.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region.
Back here in Onalaska, the 2nd down play was a handoff to Brady Kuhn for 3 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 7 at the 31 here. 10th carry of the game for Kuhn. He's on the right of Skifton here. Skifton will fake left. Now he'll roll out right, looking across the middle. Odom makes a leaping grab. First down, Nicky Odom down to about the 17-yard line.
Nice little drag route by Nicky Odom. Good setup also by the tight end, Ben Stewart. Kind of ran a mini out, and Odom coming up a little bit lame as he walks off the field. That's not a good sign.
He's a guy that allows them to do so many different things on offense. Just sending him in motion makes the defense that much more jittery. It's a lower leg injury, maybe that right leg, right ankle. Tough to figure out. Don't want to necessarily speculate, but he is walking. Skifton will turn and hand it off to Kuhn. He will juke back to the left and taken down by Antoine Hardy. Pushes forward, though, does Kuhn, an extra yard on the play. We have a flag on the far side of the field.
Yeah, I think there's a hold on Onalaska. Nope, legal procedure again.
That is 3 of them now against Onalaska. Throwing a pass interference and a hold in there as well. And 5 penalties in this first half. There's still 6 minutes remaining here in this second quarter.
Yeah, a lot of penalties. I'm sure that'll be the topic of discussion at halftime in the Onalaska locker room would be my guess.
So from the 22 now. 1st and 15. Brady Kuhn will get the handoff again. He'll cut back inside. Now spin around and get down about the 16-yard line. As you said, good run. About a gain of 6. Could have been a lot less.
Yeah, good push by the Onalaska offensive line. They got to the second level. Alex Hellickson doing a good job at that right guard spot, giving some room. Carson Zabel, of course, at center. Good run by Kuhn. That might be his best run of the night so far.
2nd and 9. Skifton has Kuhn on his right. Burnett out to the right. Odom is back into the game. Staring down Burnett. He makes the grab inside the 5. Breaks a tackle into the end zone. Maddie Burnett. Touchdown. 16 yards from Skifton to Burnett. And Onalaska goes up 13-0.
Great throw by Skifton that time as he was getting just from behind. Number 21 for Central coming in on a blitz. Caleb Peterson almost had him dead to rights, but he hung in there, threw a great ball to Burnett, who busts a tackle. And, man, jailbreak to the end zone for the Onalaska Hilltoppers that time.
Mallory Megan on for the extra point. Her kick is up and good again. It's 14-0. Onalaska leads. Central looks to answer right after this on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Now's the time to make your dream home a reality with a home loan from Ultra. Whether you're buying, building, or refinancing, we're here to help make it happen. With great rates and local servicing, a secure 24/7 online application, and an expert team. So take the next step and apply now. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
And of course, Toppers Pizza.
Welcome back into Onalaska High School. Fans, 3-in-1 Construction, a name to remember for your drywall, metal framing, or painting project. Call Jared at 608-317-8615 or stop in to 3-in-1 Construction located next to the post office in downtown West Salem. 14-0 Onalaska leads here with about 5.5 minutes remaining in this first half. A couple of Adam Skifton touchdowns. The first one goes 15 yards to Ben Stoer. The last one 16 yards to Maddie Burnett. Catch over the shoulder is made on the kickoff by Gavin Shepard. Will return up the left sideline. Flag on the play. Tackled about the 20-yard line, I believe. They'll be moving backwards. Got a block in the back on Central.
Yeah, and again, you could say maybe that one wasn't very, dangerous.
Yes.
But it just seems like protecting the student athlete is the priority. If it looks like it's dangerous, they're going to call it. So don't do it, period.
We'll see where they mark it and where they move back to. They're marking it at the 17.
And it's easy for us to say that because we're up here calling the game, but those athletes on the field, they're just doing what they've been taught.
Right.
Go after the guy, put him down. You can't stay in your lane. Don't allow a big play on kickoff. I mean, that's just they're doing their job.
So Central will start in not so great field position at their own 8, while a flag, or rather a whistle, I think a timeout. It is a timeout. Central wants to talk it over inside their own 10. Their drive will start right after this on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. It's the place to meet your friends before and after sporting events.
Dave Hunt here. We pride ourselves on being a family establishment. Hunter's Last Chance is a place you can bring the whole family before the game, after the game, or anytime. Enjoy our delicious burgers, sandwiches, and pizzas.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. Stop in for their made-from-scratch daily lunch specials. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, serving up the best burgers around downtown West Salem.
Cooley Golf Ball Sports Bar and Grill at Onalaska is your family fun place with their 8-lane bowling center. After bowling, grab a take and bake pizza to go. Cooley Golf Ball Sports Bar and Grill at the east end of Main Street in Onalaska. 1st and 10 for Central at their own 8. They'll hand it off up the middle. Shepard with a good push, good head of steam. Up to around the 15-yard line, gain of 7. Good chunk on first down.
Yeah, really good chunk, and that time, good push by Central's offensive line in the interior. The 76, Sam Roberts, did a good job sealing the inside to help that out. And we haven't seen Onalaska's D-line push back that often, but that time it was pretty impressive.
Under 5 minutes remaining now in the first half. Central looking to put a drive together, get on the board. Strittmatter will hand it off. Shepard again off the left side, and he is hammered in on the tackle that
he hit on the running back and cleaning that up immediately. I'm surprised they even gave him a yard. That's how clean that was on the inside.
Stopped in his tracks, 3rd and 2. Big third down here for the RiverHawks. Strittmatter trying to get the Hilltoppers to jump. They didn't. Coming up on 4 minutes remaining. Now relaying the play to Tyler Young.
Now watch your time here.
Strittmatter will take the snap in the shotgun as they'll screen over right side. There's Boston Brindley, breaks a tackle in the backfield. He'll juke forward, picks up the first down and more. What a move by Boston Brindley.
Yeah, great move and a great broken tackle. Onalaska again looked like with that speed they closed quickly on the screen to Brindley, but again, we talked about his athleticism. That is Boston Brindley. He's one of the better athletes in this area. Did a good job breaking a tackle and getting some yak, as we like to call it in the statistical game, which I don't do. I do not do stats.
I do.
I know you do.
I don't keep yards after
See,
catch,
that's why
though.
we're such a good tandem. You do stats, and I run these fancy controls that we have here.
3.5 minutes remaining in the half. First down for Central. Strittmatter will drop back. He's going to throw down the right sideline again. It looks like he was maybe hit as he was thrown.
Bolstad.
Underthrown. Now we'll have a late flag, a very late flag. I mean, everyone's walking away at that point. Might have had a flag earlier, if I believe that might have been thrown earlier.
Against Central
the second
sideline,
one down.
that's the question. Because like you said, it was super late. I wonder if it's on the coach. Coach Olson.
Nope.
Nope, they're going to pick it up. Okay.
So they wave it away, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So incomplete pass for Strittmatter as he was hit on the throw.
Yeah, Levi Bolstad almost got free. The one thing that Central is doing a good job of, their backs are doing a great job in pass pro right now, Aaron. I mean, they're catching every outside backer, anything that's coming close to the quarterback. It's not clean for the Hilltoppers.
Brindley goes in motion right to left. Strittmatter looking right, though, and overthrows Aaron Poma over the tips of his leaping hands. It's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, but, man, I like Strittmatter a lot more from what I'm seeing. He drops back. He gets a good ball, that time a little high, but the release, the timing, you can tell there's more of a comfort level there.
He's more of a thrower,
yes.
where Alvarado might have been their runner
yes.
guy. You're not going to have very much success against this defense.
If you look at the stats, they like to run with their quarterbacks, but against Anna, you got to try and stretch the field a little bit.
Trips out to the left here on 3rd and 10. Palma, the lone receiver, out right.
3rd down and 10.
Strittmatter will screen to his running back over the right side. That's Jude Alvarado, I believe.
Yep.
It is, and he's short of the first down. They'll run the clock. It'll be 4th and about 4 for Central to bring on the punt team.
Good decision, I think. Though they're down 14, you're on your other side of your side of the field. You give Onalaska tremendous field position, and they're already up 2 scores.
They're going to give them 7 on the play, so again, a 7 for Alvarado. And 4th and 3, on comes Alvarado to punt. See if they punt it to Odom here again.
Oh, someone's cooking up a fire out on the hill here, and somewhere I can smell it.
Smells good.
It kind of smells like a brat out there, too. I can smell that like 10 miles away.
Alvarado's punt is wobbly over towards the right sideline. Takes a really nice central bounce, an extra 10 or 11 yards for the RiverHawks. And they'll down it at about the 29-yard line.
Onalaska here now with the momentum. Good defensive stand by the Hilltoppers, and they'll get the ball back. 2 minutes is a lot of time for what this offense can do with some of the playmakers they have. So if I'm Coach Yash, I wouldn't be shocked here if we see maybe something out of the playbook we haven't seen before. He's known for doing that, especially in these situations.
Well, you have basically a 2-minute drill here. That's what this is. They've got trips out to the right. It's Odom, Mitchell, and Burnett. Out on the left is Anderson. Kuhn on the left is Skipton, and they're going to hand it off to Kuhn. He's looking. He'll cut back all the way back to the left side of the field, tackled from behind. That time, I believe, Ashton Paff on the tackle. Gain of 6 for Kuhn.
Tackled by Paff.
A nice cut back by Kuhn, a little bit of a trap. He turned it out back to the left. Better tackle by Paff. If he doesn't get him, he's got a lot of green.
Trips right again. Screen over to Odom. He's got some blockers. He'll get out to the outside. Still trying to get outside, and he's taken down. They are going to wind the clock.
He traverses the sidelines before he's tackled.
See, they're going to hold it up here. The first down. They're going to give him just enough for the first down. So a gain of 4 for Nicky Odom, up to about the 39.
1st and 10. Ball on the 39.
5th catch of the day for Odom. Coming up on a minute and a half now. Skifton looking. He'll fire across the middle. There's Odom. He's open. Makes a juke move.
Look out.
Now back to the outside. It's a foot race. Him and Brindley. Odom to the 10, the 5, and he's taken down inside the 5. Brindley was able to get him. A big gain for Nicky Odom, though.
Great read by Adam Skifton. Middle of the field wide open. Nicky Odom's just sitting there. Great throw. Let his feet do the work. Man, what a tackle by Brindley. I thought for sure we were going to see Nicky Odom stride into the end zone. That tells you how good of an athlete Brindley is to catch him from behind like that.
I thought there was almost no chance when he made the initial breaking
tackle
in the middle of the field. But Brindley had just enough of an angle. Takes him down at the 4. A gain of 57 from Skifton to Odom.
Yeah, you knew Coach Yash in this 2-minute time frame was not going to take it easy, especially when he knows if he gets one more score, they sit in timeout on Onalaska.
It'll be 1:05 on the clock.
Call their first timeout of the
And Onalaska takes a timeout. We'll take a quick 30-second break with them. Onalaska driving here on ESPN La Crosse, 105.5.
The Prescription Center Pharmacy has moved from La Crosse to West Salem. The Prescription Center is now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16, just across from Linda's Bakery. This compounding pharmacy is able to create medications specifically for you, your family, and your pets. The same great service and staff are still available. The only thing that's changed is the address. Call 608-788-4500 to learn how your compounding pharmacist can help you, your family, and your pets.
They practice treating the whole person. Live your best life at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers with locations in Onalaska, Holman, and Sparta. 1st and goal for Onalaska with 1:05 remaining here in the half.
But first, it's a 1st and goal.
From the 4-yard line, Skifton, he's got his double fullbacks in front of him. They'll hand it off to Kuhn. Up the middle, he will strangle into the end zone. Touchdown, Brady Kuhn from 4 yards out.
Nice little delayed trap. Onalaska doing a good job of getting to the second level at that offensive line. And a touchdown for Brady Kuhn. Man, that was a good-looking run right there for 28, and a better job by the O-line of the Hilltoppers. And right now, if you're a fan of the RiverHawks, you're kind of that interception that Cy Smith had is looming large now, as that has really sprung the Hilltopper momentum.
Just over a minute remaining here in the half. Mallory Mangan on for the extra point, and it is straight through again. 21-0 our score. 1 minute remaining in the half. We'll come back. Central possession coming up on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Are you looking for ways to manage your money wherever life takes you? Ultra's online and mobile banking is where it's at. We make managing your accounts on any device easy and secure. So go ahead, transfer funds or pay bills, all on your schedule. Take the next step and download the Ultra mobile app from the Apple App Store or Google Play. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
Free insurance reviews, free quotes, and bottom line, they make insurance easy for you. And most importantly, all of your insurance needs in one place. Talk with Sherry at Noble Insurance in Onalaska. The Hilltoppers up 21-0 here against the Central RiverHawks. Their most recent touchdown, a Brady Kuhn 4-yard run. As Kaysen Irwin on to do the kicking as always. This time he will boot it away deep inside the 10-yard line. It is caught there by Carson Jones, and he will be taken down shy of the 25 with 56.5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, good tackle by Gillis. And, man, we were just talking about this off air. Central's in a 3rd and 25, and they decide to throw deep in their own area. And we even said before the play that's kind of a dangerous call at this point. They throw the ball. Cy Smith makes an interception in Onalaska. Good field position, they score. Next position, they come back, they score. So now Central's down by 3 scores because Ana's been able to maintain momentum offensively. Central has glimmers, but they just can't sustain a drive right now.
1st and 10, we'll see if Central wants to try to score before the half. Alvarado is in, and he will have a quarterback draw around the right side. Good room, up about 9 yards on the carry. I think that's what Central wants to do. It's just tough against this defense,
as
we've said.
You got to take chances against them because the thing is, the speed and the talent up front is there. And if you don't try to take the ball down the field, it's hard to beat them on the ground. They just have all that the front 7, with Gillis at that star spot, they just seem to find a way.
A great combination of size and speed. As Alvarado takes the shotgun snap, he'll toss off to Brindley on the screen play, trying to get out of bounds, but tackled from behind. Aiden Summerfield caught him before he could get there, and we're going to have a timeout. I believe, nope, just a stoppage of the clock for the first down. Thought I heard a whistle, but instead it'll just be a first down here for Brindley. They'll wind the clock.
Ball is on the 35.
Hey, they matched the time with my time. Good job, Goody.
Trying to get one last play off before the half. Stripmotter's in. He will take the snap just before his 000s. They're going to hand it off up the middle. And just shy of midfield is Gavin Shepard up to about the 48, and that will be the end of the first half. Onalaska 21, Central nothing. We'll take a break. We'll wrap up the first half stats and give some analysis as well. You're listening to the Game of the Week on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too.
Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers with locations in Onalaska, Holmen, and Sparta.
Did you wake up in a cold house last winter? Don't let that happen again this year. Hey, it's Kirsten from G&T Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Did you know that we service any brand of heating system? Whether you have a boiler, heat pump, oil, or gas furnace, the list goes on. Give us a call to make sure that yours is running up to par before the cold winter hits. Mention this ad while scheduling and get $10 off your next service. Call us at 786-1140. You won't be disappointed. Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Have you been looking for a checking account that fits your lifestyle? With a checking account from Ultra, enjoy better rates, contactless debit cards, and online and mobile banking that makes your account as on the go as you are. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, no surprises. Take the next step and open your checking account online today, or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
Take a swing on a new course. Swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl of Onalaska. Haven't played the course before? Give it a try. See if you're up for the challenging par 36. The well-manicured golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl attracts some of the area's largest league play. After a round of golf, relax on the patio overlooking the course and enjoy a delicious meal and your favorite beverage. Get your golfing buddies together and swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill at the east end of Main Street, Onalaska.
Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Whether you need homeowners insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, or commercial insurance, we work with a variety of companies. That ensures you get the protection you need. At Noble Insurance, we're committed to creating a partnership so that as your needs change, your coverage keeps pace. Call Noble Insurance Service and let's create a plan personalized just for you and your needs.
Noble Insurance Agency, Onalaska.
Autumn is in the air. A reminder that the heating season will be here sooner than you think. It's time to start thinking about your furnace. Call Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, your Armstrong air dealer, and schedule your furnace maintenance checkup. Rish will make sure your furnace is running at peak efficiency, saving you money on your energy bill. Need a new furnace? Now's the time to upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, smooth, and reliable Armstrong air system. Get ready for the heating season with a call to your Armstrong air dealer. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Call them at 786-2676.
The Prescription Center Pharmacy has moved from La Crosse to West Salem. The Prescription Center is now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16, just across from Linda's Bakery. This compounding pharmacy is able to create medications specifically for you, your family, and your pets. The same great service and staff are still available. The only thing that's changed is the address. Call 608-788-4500 to learn how your compounding pharmacist can help you, your family, and your pets.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. It's the place to meet your friends before and after sporting events.
Dave Hunt here. We pride ourselves on being a family establishment. Hunter's Last Chance is a place you can bring the whole family before the game, after the game, or anytime. Enjoy our delicious burgers, sandwiches, and pizzas.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. Stop in for their made-from-scratch daily lunch specials. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, serving up the best burgers around downtown West Salem.
Welcome back into Onalaska High School. It is halftime here, our Game of the Week coverage, as Onalaska leads 21-0 over the Central RiverHawks. Onalaska on pace for their third straight shutout, Scotty. The defense, it just keeps on doing it every week.
It does, and Central shows glimmers of pushing the football. They just stall with a penalty or something happening, with a miscommunication with the snap or an interception. So Central's kind of putting their own roadblocks up against us on a defense where we've seen them penetrate and get after the quarterback. Central's done a good job in pass pro this week. If you watch back, I mean, these backs are taking some licks and they're staying back there and they're giving time to the quarterback, but they just can't make the big play. And, a lot of it is, I think, some overthrown passes. I think it's communication with the dual quarterbacks. I wouldn't be shocked if we just see strip Mater in the whole half next half. I don't want to speak for Coach Mitch Olson, but I think you need to have one quarterback. And I think that Onalaska's keying in on Alvarado when he's in there as a running threat more than a passing threat. And when he goes back to pass, they're not respecting that. You can see that in the defensive alignment.
How about for Onalaska on offense? They punted on back-to-back possessions. That turnover seemed to kind of get them going, though.
It did. And that's the thing. You don't want to give this team a spark. They're explosive. They're ranked third in Division III for a reason. They can make plays just with the talent they have offensively. Nicky Odom's had a good night tonight. Hopefully he's not hurt. Saw him come off the field. Maddie Burnett quietly having a good night. Brady Kuhn, again, running the ball pretty well. The Onalaska offensive line has some hiccups here and there, but the second half of the second quarter really started to maintain some carries over to the second half.
All right, what do you got for any of those stats?
I want to thank Mike Rude. Mike Rude's back to make me look smart again. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that. All right, total offense, Onalaska 232, Central only 104, Aaron. So that's kind of a staggering number. 197 in the air for Anna, 73 for Central right now. Rushing pretty even, 35 for the Hilltoppers, 31 for the RiverHawks. Individual stats right now, they just Jude Alvarado, 7 for 13, 73 yards and a pick. Rushing for Central, Gavin Shepard, 7 for 27, 3.9 a carry. Jude Alvarado, 4 for 11, 2.8 a carry. Receiving, Henry Meyer, 2 catches, 47 yards, 23 yards. Boston Brindley, 4 catches for 19, 4.8. For Onalaska, Adam Skifton, 12 for 16, 197 yards and 2 touchdowns. Brady Kuhn, 13 on the ground for 41 yards, 3.2 a clip, and a touchdown. Nicky Odom is at 100 yards already, 6 catches, 100 yards, 16-7. Brody Mickschel, 2 catches for 40 yards, 20 yards per reception. Maddie Burnett, 2 catches, 37 yards and a touchdown. Ben Sturer, 1 catch, a nice catch, by the way, 15 yards and a touchdown right now. And, of course, Cy Smith with an interception. Nicky Odom, punt returning-wise, 2 punt returns, which I'm shocked that they even punted the ball, and 21 yards per punt return for the Hilltoppers.
There you go. There are some first half individual stats here as Onalaska leads
Mike.
21-0. Quick tell you about West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy, the prescription center pharmacy, now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16. This compounding pharmacy is able to create medication specifically for you, your family, and your pets. Call 608-788-4500. As the band gets ready to...
Is Ric Flair coming out?
Yes. We'll see. I don't know.
Where is he?
There's a lot of flair out there, though.
I do see.
I
saw some flashing, like lights, kind of like a robe, but maybe it was just a car.
If people want to check out this flashy flair-type band performance here, you can always do so on our YouTube page.
Absolutely.
ESPN La Crosse 105.5. Search it up. You can watch and still listen to us. That might be the bad end of the deal, but you at least get to watch the game if you'd like to on our YouTube channel. We'll take a quick break as the band does their thing. We'll come back. We'll take a look at some team stats and get you ready for the second half right after this on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in 3 things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3in1construction.net. Contact 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office downtown West Salem.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too.
Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers with locations in Onalaska, Holman, and Sparta.
Have you been looking for a checking account that fits your lifestyle? With a checking account from Ultra, enjoy better rates, contactless debit cards, and online and mobile banking that makes your account as on the go as you are. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, no surprises. Take the next step and open your checking account online today, or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holman, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona. Helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
Take a swing on a new course. Swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl of Onalaska. Haven't played the course before? Give it a try. See if you're up for the challenging par 36. The well-manicured golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl attracts some of the area's largest league play. After a round of golf, relax on the patio overlooking the course and enjoy a delicious meal and your favorite beverage. Get your golfing buddies together and swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill at the east end of Main Street, Onalaska.
Did you wake up in a cold house last winter? Don't let that happen again this year. Hey, it's Kirsten from G&T Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Did you know that we service any brand of heating system? Whether you have a boiler, heat pump, oil, or gas furnace, the list goes on. Give us a call to make sure that yours is running up to par before the cold winter hits. Mention this ad while scheduling and get $10 off your next service. Call us at 786-1140. You won't be disappointed. Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Back here at Onalaska High School, G&T Heating and Air Conditioning. Make sure your furnace is running at peak efficiency. Call Gary at G&T Heating and Air Conditioning of West Salem at 786-1140. G&T Heating and Air Conditioning located on Highway 16 on Commerce Street in West Salem. As the band continues to do their thing here at halftime, it's Onalaska 21 and Central nothing here through 2 quarters of play. Let's take a quick look at some team stats from the first half. Turnovers in the game, just 1. It was a Central interception. Cy Smith, the interception for Onalaska. 2 sacks, both by Antoine Hardy of Central, both for a loss of 3 yards. 5 penalties for 36 yards. They punted it twice, and they had 12 first downs in that first half. Scotty, how about some things in terms of what Central has to do, what they have to change in the second half if they want to make this big 21-point comeback?
Well, they're going to have to hold on Alaska to obviously no points here, and they've got to stretch the field a little bit. They've tried, and I think they've been successful in getting a couple penalties on Alaska. And, they've ran the football okay, but not enough for me at this point to say that they have to stick. They're going to have to throw the ball, Aaron. That's pretty much it. I mean, if they want to get back into this one, they're going to have to sling it down the field and hope that they can get in the end zone a couple times and make this one a little bit more competitive, because Onalaska's really stretched this one out, especially in the last 5 minutes of the second quarter. They really started to get the momentum.
For Onalaska, I'm sure it's pretty simple here what your answer is going to be, but what do they have to do the same here? Yeah,
they just keep rolling right now, let that defense do the work, and, they probably want to get 1 to 2 more scores to make this pretty apropos at this point. They've done a good job in the second half maintaining momentum. Pressure's starting to come defensively a little bit. Again, Central's done a great job in pass pro, but it's starting to break down now. You can see it. So you can see that maybe the chink in the armor could be coming. We'll have to see if that happens, but for Central, really, if they want to get back into this one, they're really going to have to stretch the field.
Proud sponsor of high school football for nearly 4 decades and running, Hilltopper Refuse, at your disposal since 1983. Also, Scotty, you got a couple of scores for us around the area?
Yeah, we got a few, actually. Reedsburg up 22-7 at the half over Logan right now. That was kind of a question, the way Logan ran the ball last week, if they could really take it to Reedsburg. Reedsburg right now in control. Sparta with that brand new unveiling tonight, up 14-6 over Toma. If you don't know what that means, they got a brand new turf field, new press box. So next time that I go and do a game there, I won't have to sit out in the field with a generator and do a game. That'll be nice. Because you guys had all the posh and we had to sit out in the generator, but that's fine.
The field
I don't hold
great.
any grudges. I don't.
Yeah.
I like you guys. So with Salem 35, Arcadia nothing at the half. And then I believe, I know you have this one, but I'm going to get it out too. Black River Falls over GET 35-12 late in the first half. GET's Warren Stoner has TD carries of 70 and 75 yards. And then Bangor is up astronomically huge right now over Necedah. I'm not surprised by this. It's only in the second quarter. It's 44-0 Bangor right now.
Oh, man.
The Cardinals are back.
They've got a chance to put up a 50-burger in the first half.
I'm telling you, that Bangor-Cashton matchup at the end of the year is going to determine Scenic Bluffs. It's going to determine seeding for both of those teams. It's a very critical matchup near the end of the year.
Well, I mean, if we're going to look forward to that final week, there are a couple of really good games. We'll be at Aquinas, West Salem.
I know.
That should be pretty good. Bangor Cat, I mean, those two games, final week of the year, can't really ask for much more. I mean, probably going to decide each of those conferences.
Yeah, and you know, seeding will be so important where they get slotted, you know, in those areas just because of the quality of opponents both those teams are going to have down the stretch in the playoffs, because you got to think they're going to make the quarterfinals.
Right.
But then you get to Edgar, you get to, you know, RiverHawk, you get to some of those teams down Tomahawk, you get to some of those teams in that area that are traditionally very good and will be waiting for both Bangor and Cashton in their respective divisions.
Does your house need a new roof or siding? Choose CertainTeed Landmark Series shingles from Contractor Supply of West Salem, the highest quality roofing systems. Call or stop in for a free estimate at your partner in building excellence on County Highway B in West Salem. Quick break. When we come back, we'll have kickoff for the second half on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Autumn is in the air. A reminder that the heating season will be here sooner than you think. It's time to start thinking about your furnace. Call Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, your Armstrong air dealer, and schedule your furnace maintenance checkup. Rish will make sure your furnace is running at peak efficiency, saving you money on your energy bill. Need a new furnace? Now's the time to upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, smooth, and reliable Armstrong air system. Get ready for the heating season with a call to your Armstrong air dealer. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Call them at 786-2676.
3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in three things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3in1construction.net. Contact 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office downtown West Salem.
5-6-5. 1-2-0.
Back here at Onalaska High School, you might have just heard some numbers right off. That was the 50-50 raffle.
The ticket's purple, by the way.
They ran out of 50-50 raffle tickets, Scotty.
Really?
And I believe they just said that the 50 part of the 50-50 is $467.
Smelly dollars.
Smelly dollars is, yeah.
Because I don't know if that was in Goody's shoe or, like, upper pocket.
They don't know where they keep them.
No, Goody's pretty organized, but I think when there's a couple extra things here and there might be things that's a thought. I'm not trying to go like non-PG on anybody, but I wasn't saying anything negative. It's just odd, I guess, that he said that.
Weird spots, like a shoe.
Yes.
Second half kickoff. Central will kick away. It's a line drive. Rocket off the leg into the end zone. Touchback. That was the best kickoff I've seen probably in years in high school football.
That was a huge leg right there, man. Looking like Tyler Bass and Madden right there.
With DriveUltra.org, you're in the driver's seat. Ultra Federal Credit Union giving you the information you need to make smart choices and get into the car you love. Ultra Federal Credit Union, it's where you belong. Speaking of Tyler Bass, how about that NFL game last night? We're underway in the NFL season finally as well.
The Bills looked great, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
A couple miscues here and there, but Josh Allen, I tell you, if you don't have him on your fantasy team, you're probably flag on the play right off the bat.
3 flags thrown, and man, Coach Yashinsky cannot be happy. Another false start illegal procedure on the Hilltoppers to start this second half. It's the 4th either false start or illegal procedure so far today.
All I know is I had Stephon Diggs last night, and that started my week off pretty well. Let's just put it that way.
I sat Gabe Davis.
Yeah, Rick has Gabe Davis on his team, and first text I got, that's my boy.
Yeah. Skipton's in the shotgun to start their drive here, 1st and 15. They're going to touch pass to Odom from right to left around that left sideline. He's got some blocking, and he will just run out of bounds It'll pick up about 10.
Nice run by Odom. Good blocking on the perimeter. I thought maybe he could spring that the way it looked because the offensive line, I believe it was Sean Evans leading the charge as the pulling guard. He was up the field a little ways. Only 5 yards. It looked more than that from this vantage point, but.
Well, it's 10 because of the penalty.
True. See,
Gotta keep that mind sharp, Scotty.
I know, but yeah, I'm watching all this stuff. It's interesting. Let's just put it that way.
Skifton will hand it off up the middle. First carry of the night for Cornell Banks. Not really anywhere to go. Maybe a little bit too shifty that time, trying to be too cute with it, and he loses yards. Maybe a loss of 3 on the play. Be third down.
Yeah, Ashton Paff making a good play on the ball carrier that time.
Behind the line for a loss of 2. Third down and 7.
I'm pretty sure we didn't see Cornell Banks the entire first half.
We have not. That was his first carry. And first check-in.
Right, I believe so. Brady Kuhn will be back in here on 3rd and 7-ish. Skifton will look to throw down the seam, looking for Odom. Leaping grab is unable to come up with. And incomplete. Good coverage that time by both Boston Brindley and Carson Jones. And it will be a punt for Onalaska on their first possession.
Yeah, good job by Jones on the safety play that time as he didn't let Odom get behind him too much and made a good play on the football to help Brindley break that up because Odom had a good high point on that. He just couldn't bring it down.
You're not a loser. You just didn't win.
I think that makes you a loser. If you can hear it, if you fans back at home, you can listen to us on the radio or watch us on YouTube if you want to do that as well. Also on the TuneIn app and ESPNLacrosse.com as Kuhn's punt is away. And will bounce just past midfield and get a slight Onalaska hop, then back to a Central hop and down at the 49. Central will begin their possession there. 51 yards ago for their first touch to throw the ball, but
yeah, they do. I think they
haven't been able to do it too well yet.
I mean, they got to mix a little bit of run in there and kind of throw the defense off to some degree, but you know, Central has had some success, you know, moving the ball down the field a little bit. They've just had, you know, a couple drop passes, a couple defensive PIs that have helped them out. But, and again, you know, we talked about it. Stripmonder is in there, quarterback right now for Central. I think you got to maintain the same quarterback and let him run the show.
Stripmonder will fake a handoff. He'll screen over to Brindley, and
nice
a big
play.
hit right away out on the outside by Mitchell. Maybe Brindley was able to get a yard on the play, 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Brody Mitchell has had a pretty good game. Good football player is number 16.
So they just cross midfield here. Be 2nd and 9. As they all look to the sideline for the play. Do the RiverHawks.
Taking a long time here to get that play in.
Stripmonder. The shotgun with Shepard on his right. A little high snap. He'll look right, have to pull it down, scramble now, and he's finally taken down. John Nickram with the sack.
Great
Might have been other Hilltoppers before him, but he gets credit with the sack.
Yeah, great coverage by the Onalaska secondary, and the first read Stripmonder wanted to go to was Brindley on the outside. He was well covered on the flat that time, and then he tried to go to his second read, pull the ball down, run, and John Nickram read that immediately and came in for a sack.
So 3rd and 15 here. Stripmonder will drop back. He'll just dump it off into the flat to Shepard, who will cross back middle of the field and run right into a bunch of Hilltoppers. Gain of 2 yards on the play, and it's 4th down and another punt coming for Central.
Yeah, Ben Sturr doing a good job on the tackle, reading that play and making a nice, I guess you could say, mostly unassisted tackle on that play.
So it's a 3 and out for both teams to start the second half.
I tell you, I made the unpopular decision in Madden to trade David Bakhtiari.
I feel like that's your fault.
It is my fault.
The GM.
I got 3 first-round picks for him, though, so I'll take that.
Here's Alvarado's rugby-style punt. Sideways winder over towards the right sideline, and Odom will let it bounce out of bounds right at the 20. Hits the yard marker, and that is where Onalaska will start their next possession. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning will help you upgrade to an Armstrong air system from Rish Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Make sure your furnace will make it through another heating season. Call them at 786-2676.
I did turn one of those picks into a left tackle, though. I picked up Andrew Thomas from the Giants. So I still had 2 first-rounders after that. So not a hole.
Here's Skifton. He'll hand it off to Kuhn to start the possession. Gain of 1. Are you saying that the Packers should trade Bakhtiari?
No, it's just the way that my roster was structured. And after I made a few moves, I decided it was the best thing for my salary cap and my team, considering Rodgers had not retired and still playing.
2nd and 8 here after the 2-yard carry for Brady Kuhn. Skifton will throw. Looking on the sideline, there's a lot of contact there. They're going to call it from behind now.
Pass is incomplete.
Incomplete pass. The back judge is going to call it.
Yeah, it was definitely
lost track of
early.
who it was, but I think it might have been
number 9, I believe.
Ryan Titcomb out on the outside. Yep. He was all over the back of Evan Anderson.
Yeah, Titcomb did a good job closing. He was just a little early on that one. Anderson, I thought, might have caught that ball for a minute there.
It was close, yeah. He had his hands on it. They did rule it incomplete, but they will march off the penalty yards. So a 15-yard penalty on Central will give Onalaska their first down of the half.
Yeah, if you're Central, you really need to stop here defensively for sure.
Skifton will roll out to the right, low throw. Odom will slide down.
Almost caught that
first.
Yeah, he almost caught that. Just went off his left hip into the ground. He had it, and it just kind of rolled off his hip and incomplete. Great effort by Nicky Odom.
So it'll be 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
It's a tough throw, rolling to your right.
It is.
You know, trying to flip your hips.
I mean, you're throwing it to the right guy, though.
That's correct. 2nd and 10. Skifton will hand it off. Kuhn with a burst of speed off the left side. He'll run through a defender and get about 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Hilltoppers. 15th carry of the night for Kuhn, 47 yards. And add in that touchdown as well.
Yeah, he's been busy, that's for sure. And Onalaska, we've talked about it. Their creed has always been pound the rock, and they like to get that rolling because, again, Coach Yash has a bag of tricks in the passing game he likes to unleash, and you can't do that unless you get the ground game going.
Odom in motion. They're going to give him a little jet pass again. He's trying to get to the outside, and he will turn the corner and pick up the first down. Titcomb again had an angle, but Odom was able to get around him. It'll be a first down. Gain of 4 on the catch for Nicky Odom.
Man, it's tough to stop when you have all those big bodies out there. Good blocking on the outside by the wide receivers. And, you know, Odom, that's an easy 4 yards for an athlete like that.
We are going to have an official timeout, I believe.
Is there an injury?
Maybe they walked off the field already, whoever it was.
All I know is Coach Olson's out there. Oh, they called the training staff over to the sideline for something. It looks like they're just holding off until they get over there, and then they'll start play here.
Maybe someone already walked off the field that was a little banged up. 1st and 10 here for Onalaska. Peek in motion left to right as the fullback. They're going to hand it off to Kuhn. Looking for some room, but nothing there. First one in. Cooper Hansen with the tackle.
Yeah, Hansen doing a good job. You called it, Aaron. Good hands, getting inside. Good tackle on a tough back like Kuhn. And we've seen a lot of those flash plays tonight from Central's defense. You know, it is the strength of what they do. Onalaska just finds ways to get into the end zone and make opportunities out of mistakes. And that's really the story of this game so far.
So 2nd and 12. 7 minutes remaining now in this 3rd quarter. Kuhn's on the left of Skifton. Skifton will move left with the pocket rolling with him. They're going to lob it over to Odom. Makes the grab about the 30. He'll run up the sideline to about the 25. Nice touch pass by Adam Skifton.
Man, Nicky Odom's having himself a night receiving-wise. But he had 100 yards at the half.
30-yard line to the 26. 1st and 10.
Great throw by Skifton. Rolled out, nice floater that time. Central looked like they were playing a deep cover 3, and that was a good call by the Hilltopper offense.
They'll go for a gain of 21.
They're in business again.
Rather 31, I will say. If I can do my math correctly. I've been able to do math pretty well the last couple of weeks. Not this time. Skifton will drop back to throw. Deep ball, right side, looking for Burnett in the end zone. Incomplete.
Yeah,
we'll get pass
flag on
interference. That was certainly pass interference. It was a great ball again by Skifton. It'll go against Titcomb, who was all over again. Maddie Burnett's back.
Yeah, a little early that time, and it's hard to time that. We've talked about these lights really throw off your timing, where the ball's going to be and when to react. And, yeah, Titcomb that time doing a good job staying with Burnett, but, man, a little early on the contact, and Onalaska just keeps moving the football, Aaron.
Go half the distance to the goal. I believe they'll mark it at the 13, and they will. So 13-yard penalty on the pass interference. Probably a good decision by Titcomb.
Good job on your math that time.
Yeah, I can divide by 2 pretty well. That's easy, especially when it's an even number.
I do that good when I'm eating pizzas, 2 slices at a time. It gets that pizza done in like 20 minutes.
I do 4 at a time.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right. See, I gotta have rations.
Yeah.
So 2 at a time. Anyways.
All right, we got a timeout on the field. We'll take a break. Onalaska's possession coming up. The rest of that coming up on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Coulee region since 1983.
Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction. The customer is always right.
If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
We feel that's our customer. It's our waste. It's our container. It's got to get done. We can do whatever we can to make that happen.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Coulee region.
Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Whether you need homeowners insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, or commercial insurance, we work with a variety of companies. That ensures you get the protection you need. At Noble Insurance, we're committed to creating a partnership so that as your needs change, your coverage keeps pace. Call Noble Insurance Service and let's create a plan personalized just for you and your needs.
Noble Insurance Agency, Onalaska.
3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in 3 things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3in1construction.net. Contact 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office downtown West Salem.
The Prescription Center Pharmacy has moved from La Crosse to West Salem. The Prescription Center is now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16, just across from Linda's Bakery. This compounding pharmacy is able to create medications specifically for you, your family, and your pets. The same great service and staff are still available. The only thing that's changed is the address. Call 608-788-4500 to learn how your compounding pharmacist can help you, your family, and your pets.
Are you looking for ways to manage your money wherever life takes you? Ultra's online and mobile banking is where it's at. We make managing your accounts on any device easy and secure. So go ahead, transfer funds, send money, deposit checks, or pay bills, all on your schedule. Take the next step and download the Ultra mobile app from the Apple App Store or Google Play. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. It's the place to meet your friends before and after sporting events.
Dave Hunt here. We pride ourselves on being a family establishment. Hunter's Last Chance is a place you can bring the whole family before the game, after the game, or anytime. Enjoy our delicious burgers, sandwiches, and pizzas.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. Stop in for their made-from-scratch daily lunch specials. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, serving up the best burgers around downtown West Salem.
here at Onalaska High School after the injury timeout. 21-0, Onalaska leads here. And Skipton will throw over to the right side into the end zone. Intercepted. It did not hit the ground. It's intercepted that time by Carson Jones. So Carson Jones with the interception, and they're going to mark it as a touchback. So Skipton throws the interception that time, and Central with a big break as Onalaska was driving.
Yeah, and they needed that, that's for sure. Jones making a good play on the football. Central now has some new life. We'll see if they can make something of it, Aaron.
So they'll start at their own 20. For those of you catching back up on the radio side after some technical difficulties, just an interception by Carson Jones at the goal line for Central. The RiverHawks take over, down 21-0. Alvarado in at quarterback will run it up the middle, and he will gain about 8 yards on the carry, something that they obviously really like Alvarado doing.
Yeah, they do, and it's good to have him in for that aspect. And I kind of want to see if they switch back out the strip monitor at some point, because I can't see them trying to throw the football with him, and then you're down 21-0, and the clock continues to tick.
2nd and 2, 5.5 minutes remaining in this second half. Alvarado's going to fake a throw again, try to roll out to the outside. He'll pick up the first down. And a gain of 4 for Alvarado. It's the first down of the half for Central.
Alvarado's still in there.
1st and 10.
Alvarado in the shotgun will take the snap. He'll throw a screen out to the right side. Boston Brindley gets a couple of blocks, crosses the 35, past the 40. Another good chunk for the RiverHawks.
Yeah, good run by Brindley and good broken tackle again out on that right hash mark. And such a great athlete he is, and showing that explosiveness on that play.
Our market at the 39, so a gain of 6.
Strip monitor back in now. They keep Alvarado as a halfback.
Alvarado is in that shotgun again. Now they're going to throw strip monitor out to the left, kind of a wildcat formation, and we're going to have a illegal formation or false start on the RiverHawks. So another penalty on them, their 3rd of the half.
And it just seems like whenever they get something going, Aaron, there's a penalty or some kind of mistake, and it's been kind of the story of this game. We'll have to see if that slows them down a little bit. Right now, moving the ball pretty well. However, I kind of question, the ground attack, if really when you're down 3 scores, you don't have that much time.
Strip monitor again will motion out to the left. Looks like they're going to try to run that same play with Alvarado now as the quarterback. He will roll out to the left, and he'll try to cut it back inside.
Nice hit.
He'll spin around, and maybe a gain of 2 or 3 for Alvarado.
Yeah, Alvarado, Batista doing a good job inside, getting off the block and making a good hit on Alvarado.
Team up to take him down. It's 3rd down. And
so another 3rd down for Central, 3rd and 6 it looks like.
Now you got to think strip monitor is going to be your main guy in this situation.
He is lined up as the quarterback with Alvarado to his right.
Beside him, though.
Now they're going to do the same thing, wildcat type for Alvarado in the backfield. Strip monitor lined up left. Alvarado will throw. Right sideline and way over through his receiver, Boston Brindley. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah,
a lot of just deep throws down the sideline for Central.
Yeah, good coverage by the Hilltoppers. The ball was overthrown, but they were ready for that. And, again, it makes me question, strip monitor seems to throw a better ball, in my opinion. I don't know why you wouldn't have him. Maybe in that situation, use Alvarado as maybe a flanker or some kind of maybe Z receiver in the inside slot. Throw out the defense
use him as a receiver.
Bit.
He's caught a ball so far.
He's not bad. He's a good athlete. Make that defense work.
Alvarado will punt. He will instead fake it. I was going to say watch a fake, but Onalaska was watching the fake as well. Levi Bolstad makes the tackle in the backfield, loss of 2, and Onalaska will take over the turnover on downs.
Yeah, good play by Bolstad. Alvarado that time got a good burst, but, the special teams for the Hilltoppers this year has been very solid. Of course, they had that block punt last week, and they seem to do a really good job against the wedge in general. So kind of a risky call by Central, and now you give Onalaska quality field position to put the proverbial nail in the coffin possibly here.
I was just about to say, watch out for the fake. Bolstad was ready, and Onalaska takes over at the 35-yard line of Central. Skifton, shotgun, fakes a screen to Odom. He'll go deep down the right side. Brody Mitchell overthrew him. Incomplete off the right arm of Adam Skifton. That's his 22nd pass attempt here tonight. Doesn't feel like it, but also I feel like 22 is a lot for Onalaska, maybe more than they want to. Maybe I'm wrong.
They've had a lot of offensive plays, though, that's for sure. I mean, probably double what Central has if you look at the tail of the tape right now, and that ball pretty overthrown that time.
Second and 10. Skifton will look to throw again. Into the flat, overthrows Odom again. 3 straight incompletions for Adam Skifton. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, and with Onalaska, you got to think they're probably going to go for it on 4th down because kicker situation, that Ben Foss last year was a guy you could put out there and say, here, kick this 47-yarder and see if he can make it. They don't have that this year.
Skifton will hand it off up the middle. Kuhn searching for some room. Gets
Nice
about
run.
6 yards. It's 4th and 4, but that makes it definitely a 4th down play coming up here on the offensive side for Onalaska.
Yeah, more obtainable for sure. As the offensive staff of the Hilltoppers taking their time.
It is 4th down and 4.
4th and 4, Onalaska going quickly here. Skifton in the shotgun, trying to get him to jump off sides. Now he'll look back to the sideline. Clock running, 3:40 remaining in this 3rd quarter.
Got to snap it here.
Coach Ash giving him some instructions. Now moving outside, Burnett. Skifton running out of time with the play clock. Just gets it off in time. He'll throw over to Burnett. In the flat, he's got it. He'll cross a 20, and a good gain for Matty Burnett. 1st down, Onalaska.
Yeah, Matty Burnett's had himself a night tonight, and another good catch. Good route just on the comeback route. Great ball by Skifton. And you had to think that was probably well designed right there, even though it doesn't look like it, when you have all that talking and hand motions. And
a gain of 12. Cornell Banks comes in. He's to the right of Skifton. He will get the ball from Skifton. He'll make a nice jump up the middle of the field. He's got some room into the end zone. Cornell Banks fumble, and it's recovered in the end zone by Onalaska. Touchdown! Nicky Odom on the fumble recovery. Cornell Banks might have been in the end zone already, but they say it's a fumble recovered by Odom sliding in the back of the end zone. Onalaska will take it, though. 6 points. They up 27-0.
Wow, that's a break there for the Hilltoppers. And Odom, Johnny on the spot with the touchdown there.
So you're going to give Cornell Banks 16 yards on the carry. And give Nicky Odom the touchdown. Mallory Megan on for the extra point, and she kicks it through once again. 28-0 Onalaska leads on the fumble recovery in the end zone. We'll take a break. Central looks to answer right after this on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Due to recent storms, your house and other buildings on your property may have been severely damaged. Now you need a new roof and siding. Choose CertainTeed Landmark Series shingles from your local CertainTeed roofing and siding dealer, Contractor Supply of West Salem. CertainTeed offers the widest variety of designs and color options, and every CertainTeed product is backed by the manufacturer's warranty for your peace of mind. Choose CertainTeed, the highest quality roofing systems. Call or stop in for a free estimate at Contractor Supply, your partner in building excellence on County Highway B, West Salem.
Take a swing on a new course. Swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl of Onalaska. Haven't played the course before? Give it a try. See if you're up for the challenging par 36. The well-manicured golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl attracts some of the area's largest league play. After a round of golf, relax on the patio overlooking the course and enjoy a delicious meal and your favorite beverage. Get your golfing buddies together and swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill at the east end of Main Street, Onalaska.
Back here in Onalaska as the Hilltoppers lead 28-0. Went on to kick it away again. His kick is booted over towards the right side, over the head of Shepard, and will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. Affordable family bar serving delicious pizzas, burgers, and sandwiches. Stop in and see Dave and Brady before or after the game at Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill. Well, it might be the last chance for Central.
Well, nice segue.
Nice transition.
Very
good. That was great. Came
that
up
was
with that
clever.
on the spot. Yeah, I mean, they're down 28-0 with 15 minutes total left in this game, 3 minutes here in this quarter. You got to score quickly here.
Yeah.
And very often.
But that's the thing. Like, they took a lot of time off the clock even in that last drive, and got to have a sense of urgency here if you're Central.
Starting at their own 20, Strittmatter as the quarterback will throw it down the right sideline. I think his arm was hit again, incomplete. Shy of Henry Myers, intended receiver.
Second and 10.
They love that deep ball down the right
they
sideline.
They do, and Strittmatter throws a pretty decent ball. Like you said, it might have got hit. His arm got hit, I think, in motion that time. Alvarado, he just doesn't throw a ball to me that you want to have on a consistent basis. So this is a better option in this situation for sure. But use Alvarado as a player out there to make space happen for Central.
Man in motion. They're going to hand it off to Shepard up the middle with Tyler Young as that lead blocker. He's going to keep on going. Will Shepard breaks a tackle up to the 30. Will they give him enough for the first down? I think they will. 10 yards for Shepard in the first down.
Yeah, that was a good run by Shepard. Really strong to the point of attack and putting his head down, making a couple Hilltoppers pay for trying to tackle him. And
that was
good
his
effort.
First carry of the half with 2 minutes, coming up on 2 minutes remaining here in this third quarter.
Yeah, but again, the clock continues to run and you're down by 4 scores.
Against an Onalaska team who understands how to control time of possession when you need to. Again, Young in motion. They'll hand it off to Shepard. Same play. And that time, Onalaska is ready for it. Maybe a gain of 1 for Gavin.
Yeah, good job inside by Bolstead. Batista again. I mean, those three, Bolstead, Batista, and Nickram, really start this defense up for Onalaska. It really makes those other areas see the ball a lot better with their range of motion and what they can do.
They're going to send Tyler Young in motion again. And it'll be
Bolstead
Levi
jump.
Bolstead jumping. 5-yard penalty on Onalaska. Make it 2nd and 4.
Goody, the most entertaining PA announcer in the area. There's no one better.
It's a 7th penalty for Onalaska for 46 yards.
Again, taking a lot of time here, Aaron.
Yeah, clock is running. 1.5 coming up on that in the third quarter. And you're just running out of time, and you got to have a little bit more of urgency here. 28-0 is a big deficit to overcome against Onalaska, but you got to at least try at some point. Same play, Shepard. He'll get handed off to try to bounce it outside. He'll be taken down by Brody Mitchell, shy of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, good tackle by Mitchell. Summerfield doing a good job on the edge, forcing that to go outside, stretching that play a little bit. Still a good gain, though, by Shepard. Be 3rd and 1.
So 3rd and 1, a long one.
The way this Onalaska defense has been playing this year? Yeah, you can say that for sure.
Well, I remember against Menominee, they had 3 straight possessions where they stopped a 4th and 1 on their way to the shutout. See if they can do it again. Here's Alvarado. He'll throw it into the flat. For screenplay, looking for Young. Mitchell's there, and he takes him down. Gillis helps him. Gain of nothing.
And the receiver is stopped
Wow, what a play by Gillis to come up and just shut that play out. Again, the speed of this defense makes plays when it has to. It's almost like when that third or fourth down comes up, the defense rises up a little bit more.
4th and 1 now. Obviously, Central's going to go for it. Alvarado is the quarterback. Here now, I don't mind Alvarado as a quarterback. You know, he has that running threat.
It's a scenario base like we've talked about.
Sub 10 seconds now, setting Young in motion. He's going to hand it off to Shepard. Same play as they've been running, and he was stopped initially but crosses the 40. Shepard does just enough. He gets 2 yards, and that is how we will end the third quarter. 2-yard gain for Shepard keeps the Central drive alive. We'll take a break. They'll continue to drive as we begin the fourth quarter on ESPN La Crosse, 105.5.
Take a swing on a new course. Swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl of Onalaska. Haven't played the course before? Give it a try. See if you're up for the challenging par 36. The well-manicured golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl attracts some of the area's largest league play. After a round of golf, relax on the patio overlooking the course and enjoy a delicious meal and your favorite beverage. Get your golfing buddies together and swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill at the east end of Main Street, Onalaska.
Have you been looking for a checking account that fits your lifestyle? With a checking account from Ultra, enjoy better rates, contactless debit cards, and online and mobile banking that makes your account as on the go as you are. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, no surprises. Take the next step and open your checking account online today, or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holman, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
Left here.
Allied Cooperative, your championship team for agronomy, feed, propane, tires, grain, refined fuels, hardware, auto parts, and convenience store. It's the diversity, power, and customer service you'd expect from your championship team, Allied Cooperative. First play of the quarter, Alvarado's looking deep down the left sideline. It's caught! Boston Brindley, a spinning catch is made down to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, what a catch by Brindley, and a good throw by Strittmatter. He got it right down the field, and right away, Central driving the football.
A 31-yard pitch and catch from Alvarado.
Oh, it was Alvarado.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. That was a good ball. Good catch, though, by Brindley.
It was a really nice catch by Brindley on the outside. Now a bobbled snap. Alvarado picks back up. He'll scramble and throw it across the middle. Tyler Young makes a move, and he'll just be shy of a first down up to about the 19. Be a gain of 9 for Tyler Young.
Yeah, Central now moving the ball down the field and showing some urgency on this drive.
Actually, really nice recognition by Alvarado, just picking up the ball, knowing where receiver will be.
Yep. Yeah, 2 really good throws by Alvarado on these last 2 possessions.
2nd and 1 coming up. Into the red zone is Central. I'll send a man in motion from left to right. That's Brindley. It's going to be a quarterback run for Alvarado. We'll pick up the first down up to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 3 and a first down.
Yeah, Alvarado just doing a good job going off his center guard on that left side. Nickram had to come across from his edge spot to make the play. And Central right now moving the football pretty effectively here, Aaron.
11 minutes remaining.
Better late than never, I guess.
Alvarado will run it again over on the left side. Nickram takes hold of him right away at the line of scrimmage. Alvarado will push forward for a yard or 2 up to the 14.
A little surprised we didn't see a flag for holding on that play, as 76 for Central Sam Roberts had a hold of Nickram on his leg and flipped him around, and they didn't see it.
Nickram had the hold of the shoulder pad. Give 2 for Alvarado. Tries to get him to jump as he moves Shepard from right to left of his body. Now he looked to the sideline for the play call. Long look over. Now he'll move Shepard back to the right. Alvarado will hand it off to Shepard on the outside. He'll get a nice carry past the 10 up to about the 9.
Yeah, nice run. And Shepard's really shown a lot of good burst here tonight. And
At the
it's been
9-yard line.
really one of the guys that going into this game you didn't really see a ton of stats on, but he looks good.
Makes it a manageable 3rd and 3 here, under 10 minutes remaining. Alvarado with Shepard on his left will have another QB draw. He'll be shy of the first down, maybe a yard for Alvarado. Almost going to the well too much here. Onalaska, I mean, they're ready for it at this point.
Yeah, and, really, again, it's just the point of attack, and Onalaska just does a really good job with their athleticism up front. It's hard to battle that, especially, in a 4-quarter game, 12-minute quarters. I mean, it's who's going to get tired first, and Honest defense hasn't been on the field all that long tonight, so you got to think right now they're ready for this drive for Central right here.
4th and 2 and essentially the ball game. Alvarado trying to get the Hilltoppers to jump, and we have a false start, I believe. We do, so it costs Central that time. They lose 5 yards. Make it 4th and 6 now.
Story of this game, Aaron. I mean, they are moving the football, and then just a small little mistake here and there, and it kind of turns the tempo a little bit. Anna really hasn't been dominating in this game.
No.
It's just these small little things that seem to happen when Central starts to get some momentum. The proverbial shoot yourself in the foot. That's what they've been doing pretty much this entire game.
Well, we've been talking about it. It seems like every time they get momentum, they just move backwards. And
yes.
And it's magnified when you play on Onalaska. Those 5-yard penalties are like 10-yard penalties. 4th and 7. Alvarado's going to run and throw at the same time. He's hit as he threw. It's incomplete. And Onalaska will take over at their own 13-yard line.
Good defense by the Hilltoppers.
And the RiverHawks turnover on down.
3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for your drywall, metal framing, or painting project. Call Jared at 608-317-8615 or stop into 3-in-1 Construction located next to the post office in downtown West Salem. Here's Brady Kuhn on the carry. First down. We'll pick up a decent chunk up to about the 19-yard line. We'll give him a gain of 6 on the play. We'll probably see a lot of him as Onalaska tries to run the clock out.
We'll see a lot of him and those 2 big bookends, the mighty Bossmans, Ben and Sam Bossman. Probably see a lot of that right now.
Skifton again, we'll hand off to Kuhn. He's looking, breaks a tackle of Hardy, and we'll push forward to about the 21, a gain of 2.
Had a nice hole to run through and a good burst, but again, Hardy, he's just been so good in this game.
He's so quick.
He is, and he gets off of his block quickly. Looked like it was going to be a big gainer for Anna, and that closed deceptively fast because of the athleticism of Hardy. Only a junior is Antoine.
Hits the holes quickly. He's got 2 sacks tonight as well.
He's a great athlete.
3rd and 2. Skifton turns hands off to Kuhn. He's looking. He will be tackled right about the line to gain. I think they're going to give it to him, though. He'll pick up 3 and a first down for Onalaska.
Good block by Sam Pika coming out of that fullback spot as they run kind of more of a heavy formation, the Hilltoppers will, and they'll probably continue to run that through the duration of however long they have the football here.
He's run the ball 20 times, only 63 yards, though, so Central's done pretty
well.
They
have
done
a good job. Trayvon Thompson is back in, and he's done a good job tonight quietly for the RiverHawks.
Little touch pass to Nicky Odom again along the right side. He's going to break back up off the field. Now he'll get down the sideline and run out of bounds just shy of the 40-yard line.
Short of the 40 to the 30. Well, we'll wait to measure. I think it's the 30.
You knew that was coming eventually on one of these plays, and it's been quiet. Nicky Odom has been pretty quiet for the most part in the second half, but great run right there. Good blocking on the edge.
It's essentially a run play.
Yeah.
But it goes down as a pass play, and, Onalaska, they want to keep the ball on the ground. That's a great way to do it without giving it to Kuhn every time.
And your wide receivers are going to get it mixed up. They can block, and that is really helpful in those situations.
Skifton will turn and give it to Kuhn this time. He finds a nice hole to the outside, tackled from behind and pushed forward up to about the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7 for Brady Kuhn.
Yeah, good run by Kuhn. Good push up front. Onalaska's offensive line starting to really turn it up now.
Clock continues to tick. 7 minutes remaining in this ballgame. Onalaska leads 28-0. Central is just in the red zone, but turn it over on downs. Skifton again to Kuhn. Same play off that left side, right behind their left tackle, and Sam Bossman up for the first down, a gain of 4.
Yeah, Sam Bossman, good job by Sean Evans coming around on the pole and making a good block to kind of open that up a little bit for Kuhn for another Onalaska first down as the Central fans start to file out a little bit.
Yeah, I'll beat the traffic a little bit as Onalaska will run down the clock.
You got to stop.
The man over up to the 40, Cornell Banks. Just ran over a man.
Yeah, not Carlton Banks. That's Cornell Banks. If you don't know who Carlton is, that's a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reference from the 90s.
And he ran over Antoine Hardy as well. We were just talking about how good he's been here tonight.
Yeah, dude, I tell you, he just did the Carlton dance all over that guy and got by him. That was a great move by Banks.
Another first down. Skifton will hand it off to Banks again. This time a little less room to run that time.
Yeah.
I think the first one in there, we'll give credit to Neo Kleinertz.
Yeah, Trayvon Thompson was in there. Oh, man, I tell you, that big guy can move pretty good for 323. He was in there immediately. Made a nice play on the football. And I just love watching big guys in high school football. I don't know what it is, but Thompson is definitely a good athlete for his size.
Not a bad guy to have as your nose or defensive tackle.
Anna's just going to let this time run, and call a play quick, and timeout here.
A timeout is what they'll call with 5:34 remaining. We'll take it with them as Onalaska continues to run out the clock here on our Game of the Week. ESPN La Crosse, 105.5.
3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in 3 things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office downtown West Salem.
It'll be rough, but I think they'll make it.
Cooley Golf Bowl Sparks Bar and Grill in Onalaska is your family fun place with their 8-lane bowling center. After bowling, grab a take and bake pizza to go. Cooley Golf Bowl Sparks Bar and Grill at the east end of Main Street in Onalaska. 2nd and 12 for the Hilltoppers. Odom in motion. They're going to fake the touch pass to him. Now Skifton will roll out, throw it deep, looking for Pika, and it's incomplete. Sam Pika more playing defense that time, and good defense at that. Nearly intercepted by Boston Brindley.
Yeah, probably one of the few throws tonight that has been an error for Adam Skifton, as he's had a pretty good night back there running this Onalaska Hilltopper football team.
Well, I think what you probably tell Skifton maybe after the game in the film room in this next week is just toss it down to Nicky Odom as he's waiting in the flat instead of, let the clock keep running.
Do what works.
And we'll have a penalty as Onalaska broke the huddle with 12 players. So basically another illegal procedure play on Onalaska. That is their 6th.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be a topic of discussion in practice this week.
Because it might not matter tonight, but down the road.
When you're playing Reedsburg or Baraboo and, those teams. Even Logan next week. Logan's no slouch. We're going to see one of the better running backs in the area next week when Onalaska plays Logan.
3rd and 17. Skifton will just dump it off into the flat to Kuhn, let him go to work, makes a juke move around Hardy. Now he'll move forward, breaks another tackle, and he gets a lot of that yardage back up to about the 35-yard line.
Pretty sizable game, but short of a first down.
Give him 12 on the play for Brady Kuhn.
They'll go for it here, I bet.
His first catch of the night. be 4th and 6. And it looks like they will go for it. We'll see what they have drawn up. Nikki Odom's on the wide side of the field, so probably no jet pass this time. And we will have a timeout. It will be Central, I believe, and it is. So they want to talk over this 4th down play on defense. We'll let them do it. 30 seconds. We'll be back here on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
S-C-O-R-E, score! It's exhilarating when the home team scores. And you'll feel like you scored too when you do business with Allied Cooperative. Whether you need propane or fuel, fertilizer or seed, tires, auto parts, hardware, or more, Allied Cooperative has the products you need with the service you can trust, all close to home. Allied Cooperative is a great place to work and a great place to do business. Allied Cooperative, now that's something to cheer about.
They practice treating the whole person. Live your best life at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers. Locations in Onalaska, Holman, and Sparta. 4th down and 6 coming up here for Onalaska. Moving from right to left. Be Skifton in the shotgun once again with Kuhn on his left. Burnett on the right. Odom and Evan Anderson on the left. Skifton will throw. He's looking left. Now we'll go back right over the seam, looking, and he's got Brody Mitchell hit as he makes the grab. Wow. Down about the 14-yard line. I think the Central defender took the brunt of that hit. We'll see who's down, but a big catch again by Brody Mitchell. Yeah. Second of the game while he's getting hit as he's catching it.
Yeah, Mitchell's had a heck of a night tonight, and, man, I tell you, that was a throw that I kind of questioned. Evan Anderson was open on the other side with really nobody around him, but Mitchell making a great play on the football. What a catch.
They'll go for 22 yards to Brody Mitchell. He's got catches of 11, 30, and 22 tonight. We do have an injured RiverHawk on the field, so we'll take a quick break while they tend to him. You're listening to the Game of the Week on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region since 1983.
Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction. The customer is always right.
If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
We feel that's our customer. It's our waste. It's our container. It's got to get done. We can do whatever we can to make that happen.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region.
Back here after the injured RiverHawk walked off the field, I believe it was Alvarado. It's number 11.
No,
who it was?
31.
No, Carson Jones.
Yes.
So Carson Jones will walk off. Again, hit on that completion from Skifton to Mitchell. Now Skifton will hand it off to Banks up the middle. He'll carry a couple defenders inside the 10 up to about the 7-yard line. I think it'll be a gain of 7.
Another conference game going on right now. Sparta and Toma are currently in overtime.
Really?
So we'll await the score of
You
that.
just heard that over the PA system over on 102.1. Overtime between big-time rivals Toma and Sparta. Sparta is showing off their new turf field this week. Skifton will just wait till that back judge starts to raise his arm over and over again, wind as much of this clock as he can. Now hand it off to Banks, makes a little juke move back inside, a flag from way deep behind by the head referee. It's a gain of 2 initially, but we have a hold on Onalaska, so another Hilltopper penalty. It'll be a 10-yarder.
Yeah, both teams having some issues with the laundry tonight.
Yeah, I'd say.
Onalaska last week, pretty clean for the most part against Holman. Played pretty much almost a perfect game in all 3 phases this week. Having some issues up front, maybe timing, some of it, just maybe playing an opponent that has given them fits in the past. That could be.
So 2nd and 13. Move it all the way back to the 17-yard line. Couple The fullbacks, Bolstead and Peak, will line up now left side over in the tight end area. They're going to quick pitch out to Banks, left side. He's got a lot of blockers out in front, gets to the edge. He'll juke back inside. He'll run a man over, stay on his feet, and jump into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornell Banks. Doing all the work on that one. 17 yards, touchdown, Onalaska.
What a run by Banks right there. Just showing that leg strength. And that's the one thing we've seen with him these first 4 games of the season, Aaron. Kind of a good dynamic twist to Brady Kuhn, who's a little bit more finesse. But Cornell Banks, when he gets going and gets that low center of gravity going, he's hard to stop. And that time showed why that's probably his biggest skill set.
He ran over 5 or 6 RiverHawks on that 17-yard run into the end zone. They're up 34-0 as Mallory Megan's on to make it 35. The operation is poor. The hold was no good, and Megan's extra point is short and to the right. So it stays at 34-0 as the clock will not be running anymore. We'll take a break. Central's possession coming up next on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. It's the place to meet your friends before and after sporting events.
Dave Hunt here. We pride ourselves on being a family establishment. Hunter's Last Chance is a place you can bring the whole family before the game, after the game, or anytime. Enjoy our delicious burgers, sandwiches, and pizzas.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. Stop in for their made-from-scratch daily lunch specials. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, serving up the best burgers around downtown West Salem.
Now's the time to make your dream home a reality with a home loan from Ultra. Whether you're buying, building, or refinancing, we're here to help make it happen. With great rates and local servicing, a secure 24/7 online application, and an expert team. So take the next step and apply now. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holman, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here in Onalaska, 34-0 lead for the Hilltoppers after the monster run by Cornell Banks. And Irwin will kick it away into the corner, and he'll bobble around. Shepard will have to pick it up about the 12. He'll make one man miss. Now he'll go back towards the middle of the field. He'll cut back out all the way to the far side of the field and tackled there. And the ball's on the ground. It's fumbled. Did Onalaska pick it up? No indication yet from any of the officials.
Wow.
And
are they going to say that the ground caused the fumble?
Converging. I don't know. It's a big hammer from behind by one of the Onalaska special teams players. Looked like he popped it out early.
Still talking down there.
Xavier Lawrence came away with the ball. Now it's just trying to figure out if it was actually a fumble. They are still converging. Now they're talking to head coach Mitch Olson.
I mean, it's 3 minutes left in this game here. Just make a decision, you know.
No decision yet. Are they going to say they got to redo it?
Did the ball go out of bounds or
do we have a do-over?
Re-kick?
A re-kick?
No do-overs.
For what?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. Why is there a re-kick in this situation?
Did they use the wrong ball? Do they not know if it was a fumble?
Just like the flag that never flew earlier, we're going to imagine that never happened.
I guess they're going to say that they didn't know if it was fumbled or not, so redo.
All right.
I don't know what else. There's no precedent for this.
I mean, I don't have the infinity gauntlet, and I can't go back in time, okay? But I can't explain. It would be great. I can't really explain what happened right there. It was a lot of confusion. Man, Yash getting a workout tonight, all this running up and down the sideline.
He's got the sweatbands on.
Yeah, man, he's rolling.
So the Hilltoppers will kick again.
They didn't put any time back on the clock.
Man, what a weird play. It's just like he never fumbled. They're just like, yeah, let's do it again.
Maybe that's the annexation of Puerto Rico. I've been wondering what it is for years. And, I mean, it's not like that in the movie. That's okay.
Well, Case and Irwin will just kick it off again. This time more of a line drive. It's picked up on a short hop. And this time it will be Maddox Herlitsky, I believe, who takes it across the 35 up to about the 36. So Central will take over at the 36.
I am interested to see this Onalaska defense against Eli Reynolds next week. He is something else, the Logan running back. I mean, Logan found their bread and butter last week with him, and I don't know what the score is with them in Reedsburg right now, but, man, I tell you, he looked really impressive last week.
1st and 10 at the 36. So we've got a new quarterback in. Derek Pangier, believe, and we'll have another pre-snap penalty. It's another false start, this time on Central. Noble Insurance, free insurance reviews, free quotes, and the bottom line, they can make insurance easy for you. And most importantly, all of your insurance needs in one place. Talk with Sherry at Noble Insurance in Onalaska.
You know, I thought for a minute there was going to be offsides on Bolstad because he jumped that so quick and got into the backfield.
1st and 15
it's
now.
like he dropped a 20 spot on the field and had to go pick it up.
Derek Pangier, high snap, tipped off the ground. Now it'll be diving on it. Charlie Seafer, the running back, will pick it up, and he will get credited for a lot of negative yardage here. A loss of 12.
2nd down and a little bit. I have to get my abacus out again.
Feel bad for Charlie Seafer. He's got a carry for negative 12 yards. It wasn't even his fault.
The stat sheet can be deceiving.
Yeah, 2nd and 27 as Pangier will try to get his first play off. Another high snap. He'll hand it off to Seafer, who will just push his way forward maybe for a yard.
And tackle at line of scrimmage by Jackson Hughes.
Yeah, Hughes coming in, making a good tackle. A lot of the Onalaska backups in now, along with Centrals.
It's 3rd down.
3rd and 26. Not ideal.
Yeah, I would say
especially for these young kids, too. I mean, you get put in the game and you have to convert 3rd and 26. But Pangier's going to try to do it. Send a man in motion. Another poor snap. Another loose play. Pangier will just take it himself, and he will lose a yard or two.
I mean,
not great execution.
Yeah, the only way I think you get that is if you throw, you know, a scenario in from The Hangover when Alan is counting cards over at the Vegas table and he's hot. That's the only way you're making that, Aaron. You ain't doing it unless you're doing that.
So it's a loss of 3 for Pangier.
Found a steal, though. Yeah, they had the 3-pack movies the other day. I bought those. all remastered in 4K for $10.
Wow.
I know. Binged them all in one day. My wife was not happy with me.
No, thrilled.
Not happy.
Alvarado back to punt here on 4th and 29.
Why didn't you do this? I watched The Hangover.
They're just going to let the clock run as it's under a minute now. Alvarado will ruggedly style punt it away. No, Hilltoppers are back deep. It'll cross midfield, and it will land at the 47-yard line.
36 seconds left in this one, and Onalaska's going to move to 4-0. And I tell you, it was kind of an interesting one here, Aaron. They really didn't seem – they had a lot of big plays tonight for Onalaska, but they didn't really seem to sustain anything. You know what I mean? I felt like Central did do a good job of – you know, creating some havoc up front, making them work for it a little bit. But
it was success, but it was, yeah, it's hard to explain. Almost like it was broken up. It was a bunch of little pieces kind of put together, like glued back together almost.
Yeah, but a win's a win, nonetheless. And that game against Logan next week, again, I haven't seen a score from Reedsburg. I'll try and work on one here while we got some time.
Onalaska not happy as the Central defenders jumped early on a kneel down.
Yeah.
Your final score,
nonetheless, so Onalaska did what they needed to do to win tonight. And again, another shutout for this defense. That's 3 in a row. When's the last time an
They are
Onalaska
pumped.
defense
Yeah.
has been able to say that? It's been a long time.
They are pumped. You can see Sam Pika right now holding up the 3, as in 3 shutouts in a row, as Onalaska all over Central, a 34-0 victory here at Onalaska High School. We'll take a break, and we'll get to our post-game coverage, stats, analysis, and we'll tell you where we're coming next. You're listening to the Game of the Week coverage on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too.
Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers with locations in Onalaska, Holman, and Sparta.
The Prescription Center Pharmacy has moved from La Crosse to West Salem. The Prescription Center is now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16, just across from Linda's Bakery. This compounding pharmacy is able to create medications specifically for you, your family, and your pets. The same great service and staff are still available. The only thing that's changed is the address. Call 608-788-4500 to learn how your compounding pharmacist can help you, your family, and your pets.
Have you been looking for a checking account that fits your lifestyle? With a checking account from Ultra, enjoy better rates, contactless debit cards, and online and mobile banking that makes your account as on the go as you are. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, no surprises. Take the next step and open your checking account online today, or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holman, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona. Helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. It's the place to meet your friends before and after sporting events.
Dave Hunt here. We pride ourselves on being a family establishment. Hunter's Last Chance is a place you can bring the whole family before the game, after the game, or anytime. Enjoy our delicious burgers, sandwiches, and pizzas.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. Stop in for their made-from-scratch daily lunch specials. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, serving up the best burgers around downtown West Salem.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region since 1983.
Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction. The customer is always right.
If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
We feel that's our customer. It's our waste. It's our container. It's got to get done. We can do whatever we can to make that happen.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region.
Did you wake up in a cold house last winter? Don't let that happen again this year. Hey, it's Kirsten from G&T Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Did you know that we service any brand of heating system? Whether you have a boiler, heat pump, oil, or gas furnace, the list goes on. Give us a call to make sure that yours is running up to par before the cold winter hits. Mention this ad while scheduling and get $10 off your next service. Call us at 786-1140. You won't be disappointed. Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Whether you need homeowners insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, or commercial insurance, we work with a variety of companies. That ensures you get the protection you need. At Noble Insurance, we're committed to creating a partnership so that as your needs change, your coverage keeps pace. Call Noble Insurance Service and let's create a plan personalized just for you and your needs.
Noble Insurance Agency, Onalaska.
West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy, the Prescription Center Pharmacy, now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16. This compounding pharmacy is able to create medication specifically for you, your family, and your pets. Call 608-788-4500. A 34-0 victory for Onalaska, their third straight shutout. They beat Menominee 14-0 a couple weeks ago. Last week they beat Holman 54-0, and this week they beat Central 34-0. Scotty, let's start with a couple of individual stats.
So we'll look at individual stats, like you said, and Adam Skifton tonight, 19 for 30, 301 yards, and 2 touchdowns tonight. That's pretty impressive.
Big night.
He had a big night. He slung the ball around a lot. He had some pretty good throws, a couple of throws that he probably would like to have back, but overall he looked pretty good. For Central, Jude Alvarado, 10 for 18, 120, and a pick. Peyton Stripmatter, 3 of 4 for 3 yards. I think Mike was going to add some stuff in after the game. They kind of intertwined those two off and on. Rushing, Gavin Shepard, 12 for 48 yards, 4 a carry. Jude Alvarado, 11 for 30, 2.7 a carry. Receiving for Central, Boston Brindley, 7 catches for 57 yards, 8-1 a clip. Henry Meyer, 2 for 47 for 23 yards a clip. Rushing for Onalaska tonight, Brady Kuhn, 22 carries, 76 yards, 3.5 average and a touchdown. Cornell Banks, 7 for 51, 7.3 average and a touchdown. I really wish he had 2. I really thought that should have been a touchdown for him in the end zone. He crossed the plane before he fumbled the football. Nonetheless, it's done now. Nicky Odom, 10 catches for 158 yards, 15.8 a catch. Brody Mitchell tonight, 3 catches, 63 yards, 21 per catch. Maddie Burnett, 3 catches, 49 yards and a touchdown. Ben Sturr, a catch for 15 yards and a touchdown. I've been waiting for them to get Sturr involved, Aaron, in the offense. We've talked about him the last couple weeks. They did run a couple plays his way tonight. He's one of those.
It's tough, though.
It is. He's one of those guys, though, that opens up those outsides for Odom and Burnett. You know, you run those seam routes or those little digs in the inside to the tight end. It makes those safeties work. You could see that they were kind of apprehensive in this game. There was a lot more open field to throw the ball deep. You can see Skifton's numbers tonight kind of reflect that. It's because those safeties have to come up and guard those inside routes, which they haven't been doing in the first couple of weeks.
Well, Onalaska 34-0 victory here tonight. We'll talk more about this victory coming up in just a couple of moments, but we will take a break first. We'll continue our post-game coverage right after this on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. It's the place to meet your friends before and after sporting events.
Dave Hunt here. We pride ourselves on being a family establishment. Hunter's Last Chance is a place you can bring the whole family before the game, after the game, or anytime. Enjoy our delicious burgers, sandwiches, and pizzas.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. Stop in for their made-from-scratch daily lunch specials. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, serving up the best burgers around downtown West Salem. 3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in 3 things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3in1construction.net. Contact 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office downtown West Salem.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too.
Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers with locations in Onalaska, Holman, and Sparta.
Are you looking for ways to manage your money wherever life takes you? Ultra's online and mobile banking is where it's at. We make managing your accounts on any device easy and secure. So go ahead, transfer funds, send money, deposit checks, or pay bills, all on your schedule. Take the next step and download the Ultra mobile app from the Apple App Store or Google Play. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
Autumn is in the air. A reminder that the heating season will be here sooner than you think. It's time to start thinking about your furnace. Call Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, your Armstrong air dealer, and schedule your furnace maintenance checkup. Rish will make sure your furnace is running at peak efficiency, saving you money on your energy bill. Need a new furnace? Now's the time to upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, smooth, and reliable Armstrong air system. Get ready for the heating season with a call to your Armstrong air dealer. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Call them at 786-2676.
Due to recent storms, your house and other buildings on your property may have been severely damaged. Now you need a new roof and siding. Choose CertainTeed Landmark Series shingles from your local CertainTeed Roofing and Siding dealer, Contractor Supply of West Salem. CertainTeed offers the widest variety of designs and color options, and every CertainTeed product is backed by the manufacturer's warranty for your peace of mind. Choose CertainTeed, the highest quality roofing systems. Call or stop in for a free estimate at Contractor Supply, your partner in building excellence on County Highway B, West Salem.
Welcome back into Onalaska High School. Make sure your furnace is running at peak efficiency. Call Gary at G&T Heating and Air Conditioning of West Salem at 786-1140. G&T Heating and Air Conditioning located on Highway 16 on Commerce Street in West Salem. All right, Scotty, 34-0 victory for Onalaska. They just continue to roll.
Yeah, and, honestly, tonight I thought Central did pretty well for the most part, kind of stifling the momentum from time to time that Onalaska had, but there was so many big plays tonight that the Hilltoppers had in the passing game, really got that going a little bit. I really felt that, Brody Mitchell was an unsung hero tonight for the Hilltoppers, making some critical plays. Of course, Nicky Odom's going to be Nicky Odom. He's going to get you yards all over the field. He had a $153 receiving tonight. But, man, Manny Burdett tonight was a man amongst boys. He made a couple big plays. That touchdown he had down here where he just throws a guy right off his back and walks into the end zone. Pretty impressive. Adam Skifton tonight, best quarterback play I've seen him had in his career. Had a couple throws that were, but you're going to have those in every game. I mean, pro quarterbacks even have those. We've seen both Stafford and Allen last night throwing, things that you're just like, why are you throwing that? Especially Stafford. I don't know what's going on, but it's very interesting to see how this team's going to develop as it gets further and further into the season, because you got to remember, Adam Skifton hasn't been the starting quarterback of this team for 3 years.
Right.
It's been basically, him just waiting for his time to come in, and he's done a pretty good job as the leader so far in this one. And again, Onalaska doing a good job on the ground. The offensive line did pretty decent tonight. I felt the second half they started to take over a little bit, and God, that defense, man, they're so good. I mean, they had some lapses here and there tonight. But overall, this is definitely the best Onalaska defense that I've seen covering this team in all the years that I've covered them.
Well, we've talked about it a couple times. You mentioned it at the start just there, that it wasn't very fluid for the Onalaska offense, but they still won 34-0. Like they still put up 34 points, and nothing seemed smooth. It wasn't their best offensive game, it might have been their worst offensive game, even though they've only put up 14 points in 2 of their games already. But, I mean, they looked a little discombobulated, but they've got enough talent that they made it work.
And you said it. It's the talent. I mean, you got it on the field. Put them in positions to make plays. That's what Coach Yash and his staff do such a good job of when they get lined up for what they're going to do game scheme-wise when they come into these games is, how do we get Nicky the ball? How do we run the football with Brady Kuhn? How do we set Adam Skifton up for success as a quarterback? Those are the things they talk about, and they've been executing. They're 4-0 for a reason. The kids, they have a lot to do with the execution on the field, but this coaching staff has to get a lot of credit for what they've been able to do. And John Bushman, the defensive coordinator for the Hilltoppers, hats off to you, my friend, because you have really turned this 3-3-3 defense into something that has been fun to watch from my vantage point up here in the booth. And, man, next week against Logan's going to be interesting. That's going to be their biggest test against a running back so far. Eli Reynolds, man, go into Logan next week to see if they can shut him down. No one's been able to do that. We haven't seen anything from Reedsburg in quite some time. I know they were down 22-7 at the half, the Rangers were, but that's a tough task going into Reedsburg and beating the Beavers there.
What about Central? They're now 1-3. They've had 2 really close losses last week. This one, they just were not able to get anything done on offense, which isn't anything new for Onalaska opponents, but they've got a quarterback problem. They got to figure out who their quarterback is.
Yeah.
It might help when Elston's back, but still.
Yeah, but Elston's thrown 7 interceptions. I mean, you can't do that when you're a starting quarterback. I mean, I get it. It's high school football, and people are like, well, Scotty, why are you talking about a high school kid throwing 7 picks? Well, it's because you can't do it. It doesn't matter if it's high school, college, or pro. You can't turn the ball over, and that's the problem that they've had is they haven't been able to find who the guy is, who's the leader, who's the captain of the ship. And honestly, they show glimmers of really good play, and they have some really good playmakers. I mean, it's just a matter of getting consistency. They don't have it right now. It's like tonight, Aaron. They had moments of, they're going to drive and do something now, penalty.
Yeah,
you're going to do something now, interception. You know what I mean? It's just these weird timing things. And I thought Stripmeyer looked pretty good when I saw him last week, and he looked pretty good tonight for the most part. Alvarado had that one nice pass to Meyer, but overall kind of shaky back there, in my opinion, throwing the football. Man, Coach Olson's going to figure it out. He's a good coach, but, it's a tough task against this Onalaska team right now. They're just so good.
All right, a proud sponsor of high school football for nearly 4 decades in running, Hilltopper Refuse, at your disposal since 1983. We'll take another break. We'll take a look at some team stats. We'll also tell you where we're going next week for our game of the week here on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Get on the road, on the water, or off the beaten path with a vehicle loan from Ultra. Enjoy low rates, flexible terms, and no payments for 90 days. Whether it's a car, truck, RV, boat, or motorcycle, we'll put you in the driver's seat with a monthly payment that fits your budget. It's go time. Take the next step and apply now. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona. Helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
S-C-S-C-O-R-E, score! It's exhilarating when the home team scores. And you'll feel like you scored too when you do business with Allied Cooperative. Whether you need propane or fuel, fertilizer or seed, tires, auto parts, hardware, or more, Allied Cooperative has the products you need with the service you can trust, all close to home. Allied Cooperative is a great place to work and a great place to do business. Allied Cooperative, now that's something to cheer about.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too.
Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers with locations in Onalaska, Holmen, and Sparta.
Well, wrapping up here at Onalaska High School. If you want to switch on over to the dial, if you're watching on our YouTube stream here, you can go to 105.5, 102.1, 1290 AM as well, or go to the TuneIn app, look up ESPN La Crosse, or go to ESPNLacrosse.com, click Listen Live, and right now the Festival of Foods postgame show is going on over at 105.5. So you go do that. John Papadopoulos is there. He's wrapping it all, the scores up around the area, talk to coaches, some players, and see how everything's going on around the area. Next week, we will have Onalaska again. They will be at Logan, so we'll be at Swanson Field to have the Rangers and the Hilltoppers see if Onalaska can move to 5-0 and undefeated at 3-0 in the MVC. Scotty, quick thought on that matchup.
Well, again, I think it's going to be the toughest running game they've faced this year with Eli Reynolds and that Logan offensive line, which, has racked up some pretty good numbers on the ground. I think Reynolds is 466 on the season going into tonight, and, that's pretty good. We've only played 3 games, 4 now after tonight, but that's in 3 games, 466 yards. That's pretty impressive. So, they found their ground attack. Logan's got a pretty good defense, got some playmakers at all 3 levels. It's just, again, you go back to the quarterback play, and I think that's the thing with Logan. That's the question. The quarterback play, is it going to put him over the top, or are you going to rely on that ground attack and be one-dimensional? And that's the one thing I think we've seen so far that you can't do against the Hilltoppers. You cannot be one-dimensional against this Onalaska defense.
By the way, you mentioned the rushing yards. Did you see the kid from McGuanago, his rushing stats so far this year?
I have not. I've only looked into our area stats so far this season.
Nearly 1,000 yards rushing.
Isn't
through the
that
first
crazy?
3 weeks.
Some of these schools just ground and pound, and you look at these teams, and I believe McGuanago's ranked. I think they're number 1 in their division, aren't they?
They beat Sumter East last week, who's pretty
good.
That's 55-45.
That's pretty good game right there, and 2 good teams. So, you're going to see a lot of the cream rising to the top now.
He ran for 470 yards last week or 2 weeks ago. You imagine nearly running for 500 yards in the game and only win by 10?
Man, I tell you what. You'd be talked about in the local pubs for years.
Oh, my gosh.
It'd be like Al Bundy scoring 4 touchdowns, at Polk High.
By the way, his name's Win.
Really?
Win Stang, yeah.
That's a great name.
Yeah. There you go.
That's a great name. You got to have a great name to go with great stats, I guess. But, again, going to what we're talking about, a lot of the cream's going to rise to the top.
Yep.
You start to see it this week and going forward. I do believe Onalaska is one of the top teams in Division III. They've proven it so far. I think the biggest thing that needs to carry them now is the offense needs to have more of a consistency. They're going to have a tougher schedule coming up with Reedsburg and Baraboo down the line. Those 2 teams both very good. That matchup with Aquinas is going to be interesting too. I'm really excited to see that Onalaska defense against Jackson Flatmeyer. My hands are like going crazy. It's it's either I'm hungry or I'm excited. I don't know. I don't get it. But it's just one of those things that as a football fan, it just makes you think, man, what if? A lot of what ifs coming up.
All right, we thank you for listening to our Game of the Week coverage here on ESPN La Crosse 105.5, watching on the video stream on YouTube. If you want to listen to the Festival Foods postgame show, go on to 105.5. John Papadopoulos has got you set. We'll see you next week from Swanson